This video is brought to you by 9% and powered by Petty Vision Productions. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Lego! I ain't here to wake nobody up. I'm here to unplug you.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts feeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. God loves.
What up, though? It's the word. Y'all see the title. We're going to talk about it. But first, let me get into the chat. Gotta see. Okay, so further over here, man. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. What up, Nine? I see my nines in the building. What up, Gary? My 33 brother, what up? Commander, what up, nine? Appreciate you, sir. Tay each out. Tay each out. What up, nine? My sister in the building, ready to debate. Ready to debate. Make sure y'all like, but also make sure you share it out. So anybody who want to get in on this convo, you're more than welcome. The link is on the community wall. I'm gonna save my opinion towards the end, but the question is: do women hold key to sex? Do men hold the key to relationship? You know, what y'all think, man? We can have a discussion, we can have a debate, but we in the belly of the beast. So let's get to it. What y'all think, man? What y'all think? Already, Commander? HR is exempt from tonight's event. We rocking and roll. We rocking and roll. I am not ready. I apologize. Y'all know I got the kids, man. Joshua, what up? Joshua, what up? But while we do wait, there is something I want to play because this. My bad. I had to put the laptop face down for a second. Because this is what motivated the what inspired. I use the term inspired. What inspired the conversation? So let me go to that. Actually, I gotta go and find. I ain't even got my headphones on. I'm tripping. I'm really tripping. Ain't nobody up here talking to me anyway, so I don't need them. Look, I think I just heard the boot. Hold on. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Gotta move this screen. Teach y'all. Teach y'all. What up, nine? Dee 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 dee.
Hey, what's up?
Chilling, chilling. Man, I was watching. So I went and found your boy, the dude who you said you been. So I went to his channel and I'm watching his perspective. And then I went back like, man, this is crazy. That dude crazy. I know how
He's
to pick them, y'all. I be finding the crazy people on
he really do, y'all.
here.
Jeremy insane, ain't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been seeing him on social media for years. He been doing this for a long time.
Why didn't it just take me?
Hey
Okay.
everyone.
Um. So I am trying to cue this up. I apologize. I should have had it done already. But baby girl, she don't care about nothing. She a honey badger. I promise you, she is.
Who holds the key to sex?
I,
Who
I,
holds the
don't,
key?
I don't think you want me to comment yet. You know me. You can give your perspective if you want. I'm gonna try to find this part of this video. I don't. Can y'all hear this?
We can't hear nothing but you if you playing something.
You know. Okay. Cool. I was just making sure because I ain't want y'all to hear it before I got to where I need to be.
Yeah. Who holds the key to sex, y'all? I'll say this. I really don't think it's about anybody holding the key. If you really want to be real about it. But I mean, if a man is like mature, a man is at a point, and I ain't gonna lie, I've met men like this, but are they far few in between? Yes. It's men out there though. But you know, men that the type of man that's like that can say no. Like I'm good on that. Like, nah, I'm straight. Like I'm trying to get to know you or your body or you know what I mean? those type of guys, yeah, then if you say women hold the key to it, then they don't really, women don't really hold the key, because if she say yeah, he can say no. He can say no, I'm good. I don't want to do that, because I've met men like that, like literally not trying to do any of that. It's like I'm good. I didn't had enough of that kitty cat. I didn't had enough of that. Like I'm good. I'm really trying to get to really know you, sweetie. Then women, you don't hold it, because it take two to do that now. That's how I personally feel about it. It take two.
It does. Bud Files, what up, though?
Hmm.
What? How far was it in? 'Cause I'm like, shoot.
And oh boy, he get on my nerves, huh?
How far was it in when he was talking about Lady Shay? What up, though? Bud Files. I can't find the exact part. I'm at the
What you
part
looking for? What section?
when he was talking about who holds the key. Now he talking about what is cheating.
You didn't went too far then. I think when you, yeah, you went too far.
It must be at the very
If you
beginning of
talking
the
about
video.
if you
Then.
talking about cheating, yeah. See, that was another thing. Like I don't know, he too doggone. I don't know what's the word where you could put the behavior of who he is. That
Mm.
dude, because he's something else. He was like,
He's
I had
definitely.
watched it.
I
Huh?
mean,
What's the word for him?
he's
What's the
displaying.
behavior?
I'm gonna say it like this. He's displaying covert narcissism. That's how
Yeah.
is covert, but I'm feeling beta male energy from that's
And
why it's
then,
covert.
but right, like he try to act like he big boss, like. And then, did you hear him say in the Did you hear him say Ninja, what you doing? You ain't got when I talk, you supposed to put the camera on me. Did you hear him?
Uh,
He was like, you supposed to have the camera on me. What you doing, dog? I said, no, he did not. Like, no, he did not. Is you okay? Like, is you need the camera on you, huh? Like you just all that, huh? I said this dude is something else.
yeah, it's
This is crazy. But if I want to be petty, since I am a woman, I can't say we hold the key. No. Oh, we hold the key. Period. At the end of the day. Period.
I want to have a conversation with dude. All right, so what up though? So,
Man, y'all some suckers. And then hold on. And then we
have a
hold on.
nice
We're gonna
life,
get into the
Arthur.
show. We're
Have
gonna
a
get
nice
into the
life.
show. Huh?
No, I'm telling Arthur, have a nice life.
Who say have a nice, oh, Arthur? Go back to China. I would go back to China if I was from that bitch, but I'm not.
Okay, here we go. I think.
Arthur coming in here talking reckless and he don't even know nobody. Sir, sit down before you get swiped because Commander is in the building. She will get you now. So you better watch what you say. Swiper, no swiping. Swiper, no swiping. Commander, no swiping. No, I'm petty. Yeah, blame this on word. He should have been prepared. He knew hours we was gonna be doing this, you guys.
Like this, I could,
Yeah, he knew
Lord.
hours. Y'all.
I
She
want
got you. She didn't swipe you, Arthur. She didn't swipe the ass.
to.
Over there playing. Over
Nah, I
there
get.
playing, Arthur. It's okay, Arthur. Just after 60 seconds, Arthur, just do better, okay? Just, when you come back,
Yeah, you lucky I was doing
just
something because I would have got into you, but because I'm feeling petty right now. But I want to share this. I'm not go. Hold on, let me put this up. I don't even like this. Like man, after saying what I don't know. I don't respect people like this. But
what's
I'm giving you a
wrong?
little
You feel you
content.
hold on now. Your
Now you
tone is
gotta
a
see some.
little
You gotta see some more. Like this dude clown man. Him and that man. These dudes man.
you don't like Jeremy either?
No, he cool. That dude cool.
Uh
Dude with the braids is goofy man.
a goofy dude, ain't he?
Hell yeah.
I was like, when he was talking every time, I'm like, dude, shut up. And then he said a whole lot of nothing when
Can
he
y'all hear
talked.
this? Can y'all hear this? Hold on.
No, we can't hear nothing.
It's a little bit and yeah,
Now we
see
can.
that understand my ideologies and stuff like that. It's going to be a little bit different discourse. It's going to be more of like a teaching moment and learning because we see the world much different. The world much different. So it's like some of the things I get what you're saying. Okay, you're hitting the nail. You're putting a nail in a coffin. Before there's even like a dead body in there, meaning that like you starting with the effects of everything instead of going to the cause. So every time I speak from things, I speak from a biological standpoint. So biology and also psychology. So the biology of a man and the biology of a woman and psychology of a man and woman. So when we speaking from that point, we're dealing with the root of it. So when a woman has sex with a man, it's extremely different. She has to she has to like the guy. So first, chat, just to real quick, because y'all hear the content all the time. So I'm gonna speak two ways and then I'm gonna break it down. And you're gonna agree with me. Because this is what I'm trying to say. It isn't really gonna be a debate, it's gonna be more like a like teaching and learning moment. So when a woman men, we are capable of having sex with someone that we hate. You agree?
For sure.
For sure. Like truly hate, meaning that we don't have to ever even meet the person. We could have sex with that person even if we hate their guts. Right? Now, my question for you is, do you believe that a woman is capable of having sex with a man that she hates? Not saying that, don't start with the effects like, oh, she was in a relationship with a nigga, but now she don't like him anymore, but they still like having sex. Go to the root of it. So she just meets a man. Is she capable, and she hates this man, is she capable of having sex with that man?
Yes.
Okay, how is she capable of it?
Because she horny.
What would make the woman get horny?
She finds him attractive physically. She may hate his goods, may hate his personality.
Got it.
But she still.
So yeah, even you said so all of the things you just said, that all went to the effects of things. I didn't get to the root. So horny. Okay, well, what does it take to make a woman horny?
Now let me ask you: is that true? I'm gonna ask a woman. I don't want to hear what a man got to say about it. Is that true? Like,
What he said about women having sex.
Like, can you hate someone and still have sex with them?
Me personally, no. But I'll say this is that I could see a woman having sex with somebody who she like, okay, do they hate or don't like? They said hate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, no. I really think if a woman hates a man, it doesn't even if she's horny, she can go find somebody else to have sex with that she likes. If a woman really hates a man, I don't see her laying down with him. Now,
Mm.
if she doesn't like him, I could see her laying down with him. Cause if it's like money she needs, if she's in need of something and he has it, then I could see a woman doing that. But like a hate, nah. I think he's wrong on that. I don't get, even if she's horny, I don't see a woman laying down with a man if she hate him.
Commander, what up, man?
What up, Nine?
Chilling,
What's the word,
chilling.
Tay? Chat.
Hey,
E.
awareness, identify, understand.
Yeah, I'm with Tay. I don't think yeah, I don't think a woman's gonna sleep with a guy if she hates him. Because there's plenty she's got plenty of options. Usually women have a lot of options.
So word, y'all can hate women and sleep with her.
I can't.
Because they thirsty.
I can't do it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I
But
can't
do
do it.
but do men do that? Can
I
men
don't.
do that?
I honestly, I don't know. I didn't never look at that. Like looking, I'd always looked at it as more of a experience versus a gender thing. Like I don't think people who hate people will have sex with people. I just don't. I don't know. But I
But Tay,
guess
think oh
anybody is
sorry.
possible of anything. Like Lady Say says shit. She know. She can. Or yeah, you can hop on the panel. You know where the link at. I know a
I
lot of
think there's plenty of guys that hate women.
and despise the man and still have sex. See, I think it's a human thing. I mean, logically it don't make sense, but emotionally, yeah, because people feel like they can hate and love at the same time, and then people feel like it's a thin line between love and hate anyway. So you can hate them right now and love them while you're doing it, and then hate them right after you're done. I guess.
Excuse me.
Now, see, dislike. I,
Bless
I
you.
mean, dislike. That's different. I agree with that though. Eastside, what up though? I do agree with that. Um, I do, but like when I hate, like my ex-wife tried to throw it at me. So many all the girls I done broke up with, and like I'm done with you. They all tried to throw it back at me, and I'm like, I'm straight.
What up, baby daddy? He say men absolutely sleep with women they dislike.
I'll show you
That's
fell off.
that's crazy.
Dislike, yeah, dislike is something else. Sometimes you do it like, see, I think now when it comes to that, the psychology would be different for men and women, because like when we dislike stuff, it becomes more of a dominating thing at that point, probably. I feel like at that point it becomes more of a dominating thing. Like I don't like it, but I can still conquer it. It's petty, but.
That's crazy. I
No,
mean,
that's how I mean, like women, y'all do crazy stuff.
Don't you think there's like husbands out there that dislike or hate their wives and still sleep with them? Or even when they're broken up?
I
I
was
think
gonna say something like that.
I think more
I was
women do
gonna
that than
mention
men.
that.
I think more women do that than men. Like when you say husbands and wives, I think more wives have sex with their husbands. That hold on, lady Shay, I'm trying to find the damn thing. I think it's more women like unhappy in marriages having sex with husbands than husbands. With women. I think the women do that more.
I was going to say that, but I'm not the great example of. I'm gonna be honest with this stuff because I'm a straight type of person. Like if I don't, if I'm it, like if I'm mad at you, nah, you ain't. I'm not for having no sex with you. I'm mad. The fuck I'm having sex with you for? I'm mad. Like I'm trying to teach you a lesson.
Lady Shay, what
Uh,
up, sir?
Hey, Lady Shay. She
Hey,
here?
Shay.
She on
We
mute up.
can't see nothing. Word got the thing up.
Yeah, she on mute. Yeah, I was playing that video.
She
Uh,
wants us to
I'm
know
gonna
what it
take
feels
it
like.
down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, her mic on mute. Hey Shay, is that you? Is that the real you? Yeah,
I
cause her
noticed you on YouTube vacation. I ain't seen you going live.
her connection might be messed up. But Commander, since you on the panel, who do you feel holds the key to sex? And who do you feel holds the key to relationships? I want
Well,
to
I
try
think
to
the
hear his ideology. I gotta find it though. I
I
want
think
to.
the woman, like, okay, I think the men put the value on the sex. If the men didn't put the value, then the woman wouldn't be able to hold the key because the buck stops with
Ooh, that's
her.
a good one.
Hmm,
Hmm.
But as of now, she holds the key for the most part. I think.
the woman holds the key. Lady Shay
I
did
think
it,
for the most
man.
part,
What are
because
men at?
she's the one that can say no. Like, I
He
mean, a
can
man
say
does
no too.
too, but doesn't the man mostly initiate? I mean, mostly. We're talking about like majority.
Hmm.
I was about to say I don't know, cause man, my wife's boy.
That's different. Y'all married. Shit,
She
yeah. Then
always
I'll
been
be.
like that
Then
though.
I.
Messing me up right now. Okay, yo, connection messed up. That's cool, sis. You know we appreciate you. Women give access to sex, men give access to relationships. See, I like the verbiage. I'm gonna go in a minute. I'm gonna just
What
let it
happened?
play out a little bit. Each
Who
that,
wrote that?
each that.
Let me see.
I like that.
Women give access to sex, men give access to relationships. And that's what old boy was trying to say. But I don't necessarily feel like men give access to relationships. Men give access to marriage.
I say the
I
relate. I
feel like.
mean, I think is marriage and the I mean, is like almost the mirror effect. You know, if you look at it like from marriage or from relationship to marriage, like just a relationship. No, if we talking about marriage or committed relationship, I think that mainly falls on the man. Not saying it can't, fall on a woman, but I think the woman looks. I'd say I'm gonna be bold to say this. East dad. I hope you got my back from the chat. Gary, I don't know where you at, but I'm about to get in trouble. But I think women use sex to get access to the relationship. I argue that.
Yes, I did.
I mean, no, that's old. That's no, eh, no, that's stupid. But that's dumb.
No,
You
but
know
if
what I
I
mean?
say I'm not having sex before marriage, I held the key to
Mm.
the marriage because I held out. I mean, as long as he's a willing participant.
I say I reword it like this. I think women use sex to get the relationship out of the man.
But in what way,
No,
word? In what way?
no, yeah,
In the
cause
way I said?
Even just like you said, I think women will use sex with
well,
the
cause you
and
got
hope to
to,
get the
because if you
man
don't, if you got to
to
with
that
y'all.
relationship. It's like like sex is like a fish. I mean, like a worm on a hook.
Yeah, because if
Bad
you give
enough.
it up, like,
Right. You got to like in a way it's like, okay, yeah, blame us for it, but it's like what do you expect? If you turn it around and then say she's the woman that gives it up, then she's after you do what you do, that's it. You gone.
Hmm.
So
But
what, you gonna blame us because we
no,
hold it?
I ain't say I
It's
blame you. I'm just putting people on game. That's what it is. Women use the sex to get the relationship they want.
I don't think she's using sex to get the relationship. I think it's being very smart as a woman because you got I think it's just being very smart. If you look at it like, come on. Okay,
I'm
she dates him 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. She gives it up. He most likely now it's like you did open up the door. Now that's what all he gonna want to do. Either that's all he's going to want to do with you. Majority of the time, to me, it's rare. I've heard of women though saying, "Oh yeah, I had sex on the first date," and like they're married or they've been together for years. It happens, but I feel like those are just rare cases. A lot of
but
the times, women give it up, and it's like, "Pew, I'm gone. I
but
didn't
she
got what I wanted."
but when now answer this. Now, do you think once they gave up the sex, they did that with the intent of having a relationship afterwards?
The man,
The woman.
sometimes a woman might have maybe done that, thinking it could be so many different things. Like you want to say, "Oh, it's because of the relationship." It could be she really likes him, or it could be he wanted, so I'ma give it.
Then what
Or
she
you
want?
feel a little pressure. It could be so many different things that a woman does that. He's asking for it. I feel pressured. Let me give it to him. It could be, I really like him. I really feel him. I want to do it. Or it could be, I want to do it. I'm just a hoe. I want to do it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna say this: if her having sex and the intent is not for her to have a relationship after that, it shouldn't matter what the man do after that, right? Like if she
Right.
didn't want a relationship, it don't matter if he skedaddle, never call or do none of that. They both got what
Right.
they want. But what I'm
Sure.
saying, the majority of the time when women open their legs is with the intent to develop some type of relationship afterwards with the man. I'm standing on that. I think, and because it's so many times where, I even
I
told
don't see
women,
how you standing on that when it's a lot of women around here that are single baby mamas. So that just goes to show the sex doesn't keep him. So for
I
you
didn't
to
say it keep.
withhold that,
I just said
oh, go
that.
ahead.
I'm just saying the intent, just the intent, not the outcome. Like when a woman open her legs, I think she thinks further in the future, and I'm saying that if anything is more respectful to women if I'm right, because if you open your
Mm-mm.
legs with the intent of having a relationship with this person afterwards, then I mean, isn't that um that's the opposite of a hoe, right? If your intent, like, because you will only open your legs to the man you intend to have a relationship with. You see what I'm saying? So
You think that's the majority of
I say
women?
that's the intent. But
Yeah,
even
he
when
think that's
even
how a lot of women are.
even when women young, when they like young girls when they having fun, is when they open their legs because they like the person, right? You like this person, they probably cute, but it's more like, okay, after this, we're gonna be closer. He's gonna like me more. Um,
I
I
would
don't
say that
like
I
like
would say that when you're young, as a woman, if you're young and you're just doing it, then yes, you feel like, oh, if I open up my legs, like you say, we're gonna be closer, we're gonna be together, all of the fairy tale stuff. But sadly, as a woman, you realize early the shit doesn't work. It doesn't work when you have sex. You know what I mean? So for you to be like, oh, I think a lot of women, you can't tell me like women like
and I'm
women that's in their 30s gonna think that. Fuck no, they've been effing around since they was 18 and beyond, and for them in their 30s to still think, that's asinine. You know what I mean? It's crazy for you to just constantly keep thinking the same thing over and over and over. That's why I don't agree with what you're saying, because I used to think like that when I was young, but then when I started realizing, hold on, I'm putting it out there and no, like, these dudes are not staying with me. I finally realized it doesn't make sense to give it out.
so, see, I think you mentioned every. So let me ask you this right now: if you decided to open your legs to a man, would that be with the intent to have a relationship afterwards?
It depends. If I decide to open up my legs to a man. It depends. Where am I at in life? Do I just want to screw? Cause I might not want to just be in a relationship with somebody. I might just want to smash. I probably ain't had sex in a minute. I'm a single woman. I ain't done nothing in a long time. I might just want to give me a little something, something.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this. I stand on it because of this. Women complain about men hitting and quitting more than men complain about women hitting and quitting. That's why I said that's the evidence right there. Because it's like if you didn't want a relationship afterwards, why complain? Why say men are dogs and they just want sex if you don't want nothing after that? If you don't want nothing after the sex, then you just like the man because the man doesn't. He just want to have sex. That's the point I was making. Like the way men think, we just sex is sex. It's like I'm gonna get off and go about my business. Women think further in the future. It's like more of a reason why I think women have sex, like more building. Men just majority of the men just want to go in and smash and be done with it.
This is what I thought. When women get older and maybe they've already had like they're divorced, they've had a marriage, relationship, kids, like when they get older, they're not as like they just want to smash or have like casual relationships, nothing that's going to hold them down. That's what I thought. But I know not everybody's like that. But I've heard a lot of older women say, "Oh, I don't want to marry. I've already done that. I just want like a friend with benefits, someone I could just hang
Right.
out with."
That's what I'm saying. The women that word is talking about are young. Those are the young, the graphic of women that he's referring to are the young women. Because when you young, what do you think? Do you feel like he's referring to the younger women?
So what's the
Yeah.
purpose of so sex is just sex then? Sex is just sex.
What do you mean sex is just sex? In what context are you putting that? Like what?
Because the way women talk about sex is like men just want to have sex. Men just they
Yeah.
don't want nothing else. They don't
Yeah,
want.
yeah. It's like
So
to us,
what is something else?
I think men don't want something else until they're ready to have a family, like they want to have
Right,
kids.
right.
Then that's when they
it
want
would be
something
the
more.
relationship or the marriage or whatever.
But what's I mean, but we ain't thinking about that. Women don't think about that. When they older, they it's just sex. So like, why do women complain about men just hitting and quitting if it's just sex? What else do you want after the sex? After a man hit, it's just is a mutual exchange at that point. Like no expectation. Oh, he met me, took me out, he smashed, and he didn't call me the next day. What I'm calling you the next day for? It's just sex.
How we ignoring the fuck out the chat? What did the chat
Read the chat.
say?
Read the chat.
Women
Instead says
probably.
women.
He said women probably want sex more.
I believe they
Rudy
do.
Rudy says hello, hello Rudy. He
What
said
up,
it's
Rudy?
more
Hey, what's up,
women.
Rudy?
It's more women than men. Tay is a lot of dumb people out here with men and like y'all ain't really said nothing. Y'all ain't had nothing. I ain't seen nothing. I've been looking.
Yeah, I was looking. I seen. I was about to say what up to Rudy. I did see Rudy step in,
You can't have
and
no relationship unless the man want it. Otherwise, it's a situationship. I don't think what you're talking about, unless a man wants it, it could go the other way. I've had men ask me for a relationship, and hell, I didn't want it. So when you try to say, you can't have no relationship unless the man want it, no, it goes both ways. It take two.
but I will say this. I will say it like this. I think women desire relationships more, and I think men desire sex more.
Right. I agree with you 100% on that.
I just reworded. I just reworded it, but it's basically like. But see, that's why I said the concept of key is all wrong in the first place. Because like when I was telling you earlier, if you think about it, you saying the key, you have to look at the what is the key an analogy for? You know, what is it symbolic for? The lock, right? But the key opens the lock. So wouldn't that be the person trying to get in the lock possessing the key versus who's in the possession of what's locked? So when you say women are the key, women are the lock. The man has the key. and it determines if the key is the right fit for the lock. Because if we talking about why, so answer this. This is because it turned interesting because I thought my theory was correct when I said the intent of what women having sex was a relationship. So it's like y'all put me up on a whole new. I mean, y'all put me up on game. So I'm looking at it now. I'm just not understanding because like the whole like women talk about how men don't want to commit, right? Um, okay, what is your desire for a man to commit?
To be in a relationship or to be married.
Okay, so what is one of the most uh what would you say the most useful tool to convince a man to commit to you?
Time and
Time.
huh? What'd you say, Commander?
Oh no, nothing. Time. You said time.
Mm-hmm.
So
What do you think?
you think you gonna use time to get a man,
I
like
think
to
value,
convince a
like
man?
Spending
everything.
spending time with him, like spending time, getting to know him and stuff like that, because I'm definitely not using sex to get him. So that's out the door. So us spending time with one another, getting to know each other, have like showing him I'm a good time. And I don't mean like a good time like that. Like I'm just cool to be around.
You have to have value that warrants a relationship, like loyalty and some skills and and of course there has to be sexual appeal.
But see, like that's all that's ideal. That's what it, you know. I'm just being honest. Like when you talking about hunting, right? You need a weapon to hunt with. You need bait. You know, so is that this is like we do stuff as men to attract women, to entice women, to open up to us. Women do the same thing with men. You know, the thing. Um,
Cooking for men. I know my husband was like, I cooked for him and he was like, yes.
all that work, but
Men have
we
more
we
access to sex than any other time in history.
that's what I'm saying. You can use, I mean, all that. That's from a woman's perspective. That's ideal. What you want to offer, but what a man is looking for is sex.
Well, that's a part of it, but not only that.
No, but I'm showing you like the difference, like the woman's perspective when you trying to attract uh, a man, when you want to convince a man to marry you, this is what you would use. But from what a man is looking for, like you ask the average man, will he marry a woman who he hasn't had sex with? How long would he date a woman? You'll see the sex is a important part, when it comes to a man. Because this is the thing too, is few men, right? Is more women than men. So this is just to just look and observe, right? A man, if he can't get it from one, and this is lack of discipline to me. I'm not saying this is right. I'm just saying this is what happened. If a man ain't getting it from one, he moves to the next. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, when
uh,
he if he ain't getting it, he moves. I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, no, go ahead, build on that.
If he ain't getting from one, yeah, he moved to the next. But this is how you saying if you really want it, how you get a man, you get him to invest in you. Because logically, this is how men think. I didn't spend my money, I didn't invest it in this woman right here. Then yeah, I'm gonna end up being in a relationship. I'm going to be with her rather than go with this other chick who I haven't put my, you know what I mean? Men are not gonna walk away from their investment. So get him as a woman, get him to invest in you, and then he'll stay because he's not
Now,
he's gonna think twice about walking away from his money.
what? How you get a man to invest in you? What are you gonna give
Time.
him or do for him? But what's in that time? That's what I'm saying. A man
What?
in that time, if you can be doing all the right things, and I'm not saying because I did, I waited, you know, I waited, but I'm talking about you speak to the average man. That time that you trying to get him to invest in you, he gonna be having sex with somebody else.
That's fine. It doesn't matter. I'm not the hoe. It's
No,
okay.
I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you. Like I'm not personalizing the experience to you. I'm talking about from a general sense. Like an average listener, an average woman listening to this. I'm trying to show her or show them how a man thinks when it comes to uh, investing, even how important or how access is, because this is what men would do, right? Men would do all the right things just to get you comfortable, get you to give them what they want, and then they gone. So when a man really do comes to invest, you might have been through that a couple times, 3 or 4 times, and now you with this guy and he being nice, doing all the right thing, and you just waiting for him to do what all the other ones do, and you might make an impulsive move and be like, I'm done with him, and this was really the nice guy, but because he shows so many attributes of these other guys that you didn't even, you pulled out a little too quick. And I say that to say this because it's times where we would.
Let me check out read what E saying. Whatever, real quick. I'm sorry.
Eastad's making good points that I agree with some.
Women's box value is diminishing in 2024. I fucking disagree.
I agree with that. I've been saying that, but I think Word doesn't think so.
I disagree because if it's diminishing, then
I
you
don't
wouldn't
think it's
have.
diminishing. And
I
see,
don't. Yeah, I don't.
and
Let
see,
me tell
like,
you why.
but see, let me just land the plane real quick on
Yeah.
that point,
Go
because
ahead.
what happens is men out here who know how to play that good role just to get what they want, right? And it is. I think so many women get bamboozled by that, because he might be sweet the first day, and then the second day, that's when he make his move. You comfortable, you know. They know what to do to get you comfortable. They sound intellectual. They polite. They show chivalry. They opening your door just because they're trying to open your door.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been trying to explain to you the last few lives is like now that this is how men are. It's changing now. They do things, they trick you to make it seem like, oh, he a good guy, but no, he's only doing it to get what he wants. That's
But
it.
but that's what I'm saying. The psychology of it. So, like with those men, well, we'll talk about that later. Go ahead, Commander. What point would you about to make? I apologize.
Okay, I think Eastad's battery's going out. But he's saying that hold on, where did it say? It's harder to find a quality woman these days as opposed to a box to tap. Now I'm thinking that nowadays, unless a man wants a relationship to have children, which a lot of people aren't even wanting to have children anymore right now, a man has everything at his disposal, like all the OnlyFans, and they can pay for it. I mean, they don't need a woman to cook. They have DoorDash. You can hire a house cleaner. Like, I don't know. I feel like it is diminishing for both men and women to be in a relationship. They don't
Yeah, I
necessarily
say
need that
both.
anymore.
I'm not supposed to agree with just one side, but both, yes. But me and Word talked about this the other day. I feel like it's a lot of men who can find a good woman versus the other way around. It's harder for women to find a good man.
I think it's harder for women to find a good man versus a man finding a good woman. I do feel like that just by numbers, just by pure numbers. There's more women than men, and the level of maturity. I think we get a lot of bad examples. So it's easy to say, well, look at women's behavior on social media. y'all is women ratchet as hell on social media. Now I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Women ratchet on there, but I don't think that represents even a large part of society. I really don't, because when I go outside, I don't see all this stuff. You know, when I walk around, I don't see these people. So, um, yeah, I think it's a lot harder to find, you know, a good man versus a good woman.
So what is
I
Eastside saying?
never
Eastside saying
I
it's
never
easy.
said that women don't play games. I feel like women play games too. We're not
Y'all game,
innocent.
boy, y'all
But men
game.
play games. That's why we play games because we're just
That's
playing their
true.
games.
We just caught up
So
with y'all
you
because
that
men been
see
playing games for
that's what
centuries,
you
and
can't
women are
say.
just catching on.
See, you can't say that. You can't say that. That's where the conversation is. Y'all should have left it at both play games, because one of the
Yeah.
harshest game is mama's baby, daddy's maybe, and that's been happening since the dawn of time.
If that's what you use as games, then whatever. But wasn't nobody
That
complaining
ain't no
about
game.
that.
That ain't no game.
To me, the game is like this: like men like a chase, so we have to
Right.
play the game of the chase and kind of hold
Mm.
out, and it's like an art almost. You have to withhold some stuff and go back and forth, and that's why there's that whole rule like how long till you text someone back or send them a message after meeting them and all that
That's what
stuff.
I'm talking about. Those type of games.
If you say I love you
But
too
see,
quickly, oh
but,
no, that's bad.
but see, y'all looking at it as games. If you talking about a lot of that stuff is not games, is analysis. We trying to see what works and what don't work. That's
That's game to
studying.
me.
That
You playing
that's from a
games.
woman's perspective. That
You
I can
don't you
understand.
don't text back right away. It's games. To me, that's games.
I can understand, you know, why women think what men do will be games, but I'm telling you, it's analysis. We trying to see what work and what don't work. How she responds to this, how you respond to that.
Yeah, y'all testing the waters. That's all you doing.
That's how we learn. It is literally
But
like
it's
women,
like you
women.
playing games. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about.
But
It's like you just playing games.
but if you logically think, that's how you learn. That's like women are like science to men. We trying to figure y'all out, so we got to see what works and what don't work. You might look at it as a game, but I'm just telling you that's how men look. That we have to understand how a woman tick and how I talk, and you'll never understand unless you put it under a controlled environment.
I get what you're saying. I just feel like
Rolo, what up, though? My bad.
what's good, Rolo?
Hey
I just
Rolo.
feel like men kind of test a little bit more than women. Do women test? Absolutely. I'm not gonna say, but I just feel like y'all kind of, do the little testing a little more, and we just kind of like play along. We just like, you know,
No, and then
there.
you gotta say you like this is like one of the tough parts about like conversation, because I have to understand I'm not the standard of men, right? And women, I don't know what women you've been around, but women, you come up north, come to the D. These women are diabolical. I'm telling you, the shit they do, the games they play, you might not do it, but nah, women, y'all, nah, women are fucking diabolical. You see more men chasing after women than women chasing after men, and that's why, because y'all playing games.
You
Women
see
will,
men chasing after women because we play games.
yeah, because y'all doing crazy shit.
You don't
Like,
think that's in the man's nature to chase
For
a woman
real,
though?
y'all chase because y'all want to chase.
no, I'm talking about like not in a good way. Like, I'm talking about after like being in a relationship. Like, y'all look, women do shit like this. Y'all get y'all friend to test the man to see if they would cheat. Men don't do stuff like
I
that.
don't do no dumbass shit like
I don't
that.
do that.
No, women do. Trust me, women do that shit all the time.
I'm not saying they don't
Girl,
do it, but to me,
girl,
that's dumb.
yeah, women do shit like that all the time. Then you end up banging a friend. Like, well, what you expect was gonna happen? The friend went and then don't realize the friend wanted him the whole time, told him what happened, and then now I haven't personally been in that situation, but my one of my boys did that. Oh, she sent her girl to see if I'd cheat, and I liked it her
All
girl.
right,
And come to
East.
find
Thanks for
out,
coming through.
and she like come to find out, he like come to find out she liked me too. So yeah, now that he done took he with the friend and not with the girl no more, and the girl looking stupid. And get mad too. Lady Shay, see, Lady Shay from the Midwest, she already know. Like women here different.
No, I mean, I'm not saying it don't happen. It do. You have cutthroat women that's friends with each other and they'll do stuff just to get their man. I'm not saying it don't happen. It happens, but I don't know. What you want me to say on that?
So they're testing the man to see if he can be loyal and
Man, they
trustworthy.
test a man for a lot of man. This one chick I was
Shit
dating, man,
weird.
she she wanted to test to make sure I can fight. So she started a fight so I can fight. And I'm like,
With
what?
her? To fight
No,
with her?
with some
Another man.
random dude that's like, do you know I could have shot him in the head? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you do some crazy shit. You started a fight to see if I can fight. I had to make
I've
sure
never
you
done
can
that before.
protect me. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm telling, I done been in shit like with women. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, even on here, but see, that's why I have to like when we having these conversations. I don't, I don't put myself because when I do, like, all this shit would be weird to me. Like, even when people say, "Oh, cheating is normal," it's not to me because I've never cheated, not even on a test. It was lack of discipline, lack of structure. It was drilled into me. But that's not normal. That's not everyone. Sure, cheated, probably not cheated on a person or even cheated on a person, but at least cheated on a test in school. I never did that. But I can't be the representation for men because if you, I'm not gonna say statistics until I see them, but I say it like this: people often say men cheat more frequently than women. I don't even believe that. I think men get caught more than women, but I think look, man, women are sexual deviants. I don't care what nobody say. I know that for a fact. Y'all women are sexual deviants. That I will debate anybody.
Yeah, but you men automatically wake up with a heart on, like in your sleep.
A lot of that's
So
because I gotta pee. I wake up like that. My wife be like, "Why you wake up? I gotta piss." What is you talking about? That's why I've been holding it in my
you guys
sleep,
have
and I
wet
got to
dreams.
go. Women do. Women do. Trust me. Women do more. Women get their hair braided and combed. I mean, y'all get stimulated very easily. A woman can get aroused a lot easier than a man. I can prove that scientifically
Hmm.
because y'all have different arousal. Y'all have more arousal points than men. Would y'all call them what sensual spots? Y'all have more. Y'all can get aroused by taking a shower. Like women, y'all. I will say
That doesn't mean they're deviant.
it take you. This is why I call women deviant. If you have over 100 types of different toys with motors on it, you're a deviant. Not saying you personally, but all this, they have warehouses of things made for y'all.
Yeah.
That shit look like torture devices, half of
I'm not your average woman, so yeah, that
it.
all that doesn't apply to
Like
me, but
it's
I know what you mean.
like you can literally go online and watch women out to eat, what they doing everyday stuff and playing with their phone because they got a little hooked up to a little toy. Like who does that? They don't have stuff like that for men where you can just walk around all day and push a button and
Y'all have
like
access to pretty
who
much sex
wants that?
all the time. You can watch porn. You can watch a woman
That's
naked
access.
all the time. Like you have access to internet. You literally can get a heart off literally
You're
by women all day. So
you're
just
saying
because we have access to many toys, you
ain't
guys
no
have access to
ain't
sex.
no ain't no access. You're saying men have access to it. I'm telling you, you can do it at any time and won't nobody know. They have toys that what is it? The little panty bunny things.
Yeah, how many
And
people are having dinner with a toy in their pants? Like, how
uh,
many women?
every
Like,
I
I
mean,
doubt.
turn
yeah,
on
like
social
that's
media
what
a
I'm
lot.
saying.
Turn on social media a lot. I'm telling you, there's people doing. They got a freaking challenge doing it now.
Oh Lord. See, that's why I don't be on all these social
This
media
is what
apps.
I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Women are sexual deviant. It's proven. Y'all mad because I use the word deviant. Y'all women, I'm telling you, that's just what it is. Where go get y'all girl? What's her
No, it's
name?
you're literally sitting up here watching weird ass shit that women don't even, you know what I mean? A normal woman
It's on
Exactly.
don't fucking
social
do.
media. It just
You're
popped
People
weird.
want
up.
You're
clicks and
watching weird
views.
shit, and then you compare it and put it to all women. Nah,
No,
Remember
I'm
what
just telling
BDB
you.
said?
I'm
People
just
walking on crates and stuff. Like, yeah,
no,
that's
not
not all
me.
people. That's just
no.
for
Not
clicks and
me.
views.
You
Like,
don't try to
yeah,
turn that
the shit
against
is
me.
available, but are a lot of women sitting here just with shit in their pants? We don't desire sex like that. We
Why do you
don't
make it?
desire it like y'all.
That's
So
not.
for you to
That's
just
not
be
true.
like, oh, we got
That's
shit
not
in our
true.
pants and we zzz. No, it's not that serious for us. That's what
I
y'all
agree
think
with
we're
Tay.
doing.
No, you
That's what
can't
y'all
say
think
that.
we're doing when we're not doing that. We don't
It,
desire sex like y'all. Remember. So
how
even
you
though we have all of these toys, we don't desire it like that. Most of
you
us.
no, you
Maybe
can't say
that's
that. You can say you don't, but you can't
I'm
speak
saying
because
most women. I'm gonna say
maybe
most.
super young ones do. Like, I'm
most,
not sure,
most
but
when you if you go to a porno site, who you gonna see? More women or men in the pornos making the movies? Who do you think? You think they got more female or more male actors?
probably both.
I
No,
mean, damn, in order for you to have porno with
it's more
it gotta
women.
be two people. So what do you
N-
mean? Like,
No, I'm
who
saying
do you see more?
who's the majority of the actors, women or men?
It
How
doesn't
did
matter.
porn?
Like, this is
It
the
do
thing.
matter.
You're gonna try to if we say women,
I'm
okay,
just telling you
we can pose the
what's
fact
in
that it is
exist.
women, but then also you have to think of it. Why is she doing that? Is it because money is involved?
Because there's
Like
a
what
market
is it?
for
It's
it.
the
Yeah.
incentive, right? That comes with it if she decides to do. So you just can't like you can pose it and put it out there, but then why is she doing it? Most
That
likely
that
it's money for money.
so see, that's not a good argument.
I mean, I'm not saying it's a good art. I never said it was a good argument to begin with, but it's just like, well, for you try to prove the fact that oh, women love sex more, so that's why they're in the porn industry more. It comes with money. It comes with incentives. Like, I'm not saying it's a perfect argument.
If women love sex more, then why are they withholding? Why are they complaining
Who withholding? Who
about
withholding?
hitting and
Is it
quitting and
is that's what I'm saying. So why are they complaining?
wait,
No, you just said. Listen, to what you just said. You said if women are withholding it more, why are they complaining about hitting and leaving?
yeah, if women love sex more, then why wouldn't they be just giving it up and not
They
caring
mad
and
because they give it up and it wasn't good enough for the dude to stay, so they left.
Yeah, but it's fucking what you're saying. It doesn't make fucking sense. It's asinine. Why would you continue to do the same thing over and over and then complain a man is not getting it? At some point, idiot, as a woman, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying a woman like
She
idiot.
need to
Like,
get it. If she
why
don't get
would
it,
you
then
constantly keep giving it up? Like that was me in my mind. Okay, I'm giving it up. Okay, and this guy's not having a relationship with me. So let me close my fucking legs.
hold on. What argument are we arguing right
lady says she's
now? I'm
innocent.
confused. Girl, dad, what up, though? I'm confused. What
Hi, girl,
argument?
dad.
We went back to the first argument. Women are still more sexual deviant. Like I said, the proof you can say you are not, but it wouldn't be a demand for all these different styles and types of toys if women didn't desire them.
Some of
Who's
this stuff
making
is
these
for
toys?
y'all.
Just, just
Men.
Let's be real. Like,
no,
you just
no. You
act
go
like
look
the
at the
toys are just
industry.
for us. Like, oh, we just have a good time. No, some of this stuff is for y'all too. For y'all to enjoy.
You can add that to the argument, but it still does not negate the fact that women have all these toys and they desire more. They want this to do this, they want this to do that. They even hook things up to electric power drills. They stick
I've
things
never
in
seen
them.
that.
You
I
when
don't
I
know.
say
I
now
never.
think about what I'm saying. Like I'm not saying men don't do no
I
freaky
smell a
shit.
salty ass man that's mad because women got sex toys
No, I'm
and they
not
don't have the
salty.
full sex toys like us.
That's an ad
That's what I
hominem.
smell.
Now that's not ad hominem because you're negating the fact that women get all these freaky ass toys by saying I'm salty.
Right, but you act like y'all don't have y'all.
I
You
didn't
act like
say
y'all don't have toys either.
that is a point, but that proves my
Like you're
point.
trying to make a point that we have all of these toys. Y'all don't have toys either. You
But
don't have
you
a fake ass doll that you can fuck. You don't
women
have a
do too.
can where you can do like this. Like y'all don't
Women
have
got the
shit for your
rose.
nuts. You don't like
Women.
you don't have stuff either.
So
Listen,
are
men have
you
a hand. It's easier
so
for them, and
so
women are a little more complicated. That's probably
so
why they have some
you're
tools.
you're still by saying men have toys. You're still not diluting my argument that women are more sexual deviants because they have all these toys. I never said men didn't have toys. I'm saying women have more. I'm saying they got motors on them. I'm saying they like they
You
glow up
saying
in the
because
dark.
MFer did invented a toy, somebody to produce and make money,
I'm
it's our
talking about
fault.
what women
It's our
use,
fault.
what they use because they use these things. It can be
it
produced because it's crack there. If you don't use it, then you ain't a crackhead. But if you use it, then you become a crackhead. So
it
I
takes a
mean,
little more
what
for
I'm
a woman.
saying is the man. Even listen, just go, man. You look at
Now
some of
it's
these.
crack.
No,
Right.
I'm saying
What's
I'm
gonna be
using that
next?
as an
Shit.
analogy. That was an analogy. So what I'm saying is that because women have all these different toys, um, it shows that they have a high sexual desire because it's a myth that men want sex more than women. I don't believe that's true. I believe
Okay.
women don't desire it as much when they know they're not going to be satisfied. But if you get a woman who knows
What? A
she's going to
man
be
don't give a
satisfied,
damn. If he don't, even if he ain't desire, even if he ain't satisfied, a man don't give a damn. If he can get his rocks off or he can get a little, he feel like he'll do it.
is
Huh?
and that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, y'all a fuck a dog.
No, I ain't
Maybe because the
saying
men don't know how to do it right, the women need the toys to actually get
I've
satisfied,
already
okay.
said
finish it
that.
off.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. Just saying.
Okay, okay, but that still does not negate the fact of what I'm saying. When a woman actually gets satisfied, her sexual desires show more than a man's. When she knows she can be satisfied, but if she don't think she can be satisfied, I don't think she really cares that much about sex. But when she knows she gonna be satisfied, um, I think women are more sexually active than men. I can prove that.
Yeah, you might be right.
I mean,
In a
I can
relationship,
agree with you on that point, but when you start talking about women are sexually deviant, they got all of these toys and da da da,
Oh, that ain't the
it
only
just
reason
sounds
they
like a
sexual
salty
deviant.
ass man that's mad because
No,
we got
you
toys and you know what I mean. It's just
no,
like
you
don't
salty
forget the
because I
it's just
chat.
use the
like
word
I
deviant.
could see if we had toys and then you did it, but you're talking as if you guys don't have toys either. So it's like the argument or the point you're making, it's like they make a lot of weird shit for men too, just like they make weird shit for women. So it's like, I don't know. When you trying to do that type of
It,
argument, that
it,
shit,
what type of? It's
it
not
ain't gonna.
even it's straightforward. Women have more sexual devices than men, and it shows their deviance. Just look at what the devices do. Y'all got balls that look, man. When you start putting things on power drills, then that's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother level. The rose, they had to put out an advisement that the vibration of the rose can do some shit. Like what? Like
Where are you getting all this info? Like, why are you watching all this stuff?
I just
no,
I
watch
don't even
because
know
like
about this
jealous
I
stuff.
was
ass
watching
man.
I was
I'm
watching
starting to
who
just smell
Sugar Love,
men that feel some type
Sugar
of
Love.
way that they
Good
can't
things.
perform like the sex toy, and it's giving off that to me.
Oh no, we can go get my
Like,
wife.
Rolo.
No, look, we can go get my wife. She don't have no sex toys. She don't. She didn't tell
Rolo
you I
said
am
he's
the sex
appalled.
toy. She'll tell you I am the sex toy. I'm just stating what's in front of us. Why? I mean, it's like you're defending the sex toys.
See, I don't have toys because I have my husband and I like the real thing.
You
So I
see
don't
what
have
I'm
those
saying?
toys, never have.
I'm not defending the
It's
sex
not.
toy. That's the thing is that I'm not a huge sex toy type of person. And I'm sitting up here defending the sex toys because the way you're just saying, I don't know, it's just
So
it
you don't
doesn't
think
make
is
sense to
you
me.
don't think it's ridiculous to have something on a power tool
Yes, it's
to
ridiculous.
satisfy yourself? You don't think
It's
that's ridiculous?
ridiculous.
You don't think it's
Yes,
ridiculous? They have a machine with RPMs on it.
that's crazy.
And you
When
don't
you
think it's ridiculous to have a blow up toy for you to
women
stick
got
your
the
dick
same
in?
thing.
You don't think
Women,
that's ridiculous?
yeah, it
You
is
have a fake
ridiculous.
person laying next to you when you can get a real person.
But
You
the
don't
arg
think that's weird?
but the argue you're using the same. The women get the same thing.
They're
You don't
making
think
Men
whole
that's
don't
robots for
weird?
have
men.
men
Whole
don't
Women
damn
don't
you,
robots.
use
look
it.
look
I've
women
never
women
seen
don't
a
use
lot
it.
of women
When
use a
oh
fake man. I've
yeah,
seen a
yeah,
lot of men lay up with this blow up doll.
Where are you seeing these men? Tay,
where's Prez
Girl,
at?
Tay.
when
Where
them blow up things
where's
first
Prez
came
at?
out, you seen a lot of white men, a lot of with
My
them
shit depending on you
things.
feel me, big honcho? You feel me, big
You seen a
honcho?
lot of when them things first came out. You seen a lot of people with them. Y'all don't remember when they first came out?
I don't
Look,
know.
I've never seen. I've never known someone. No, I've never
I've
known
seen people
personally
right
known a
like
man.
they got a woman. They be like this my man, like and taking a picture like
I've never,
Rolo.
I've never known a man to ever have a sex doll, a blow up doll. No, I've never known
okay,
one
well, right
personally.
now, let me Google what these
But
blow up
you're
dolls,
talking about a
what they
doll,
making
okay?
because they're
So
making money off these blow up dolls.
you're comparing a blow up doll.
That's because your friends won't admit it, Word. That's why you haven't seen it probably. But
But what I'm saying, y'all comparing a blow up doll to an engine, something that has an engine on it, like something that has to be plugged into a wall.
that is pretty ridiculous, I must say. I don't know anybody who
That's
has
not.
that.
I'm not saying men. I'm not saying men aren't sexual deviants. I'm saying women are more deviant. That's it.
It takes
I'm
more
just.
RPMs for women, I guess. I don't know.
But I'm saying women are more.
Okay, and y'all don't have tools that does the masturbation for men, the penis pumping. You don't
I
have
don't know
all of
if
that
they got
stuff.
engines on it. I've never seen a man hook up. I've
Because
never
your
even
shit would
Oh,
fall off.
listen.
it's the engine on it. It's a tool
I've
where it
never
twists and all of that.
I never heard of a man taking a power drill and hooking a toy up to it to pleasure himself. I never heard of a man using a sawzall and putting a toy up on it, attaching a toy to pleasure himself. I've never heard of that.
Big Huncho said, Google me. Read my comment. No, thank you.
When you I big honcho, I had hope for you, and then I scrolled up a little more, and then you is look, we having fun and we cool, and these ain't the normal topic, but don't like the insults is not needed. Like we all adults. If you're a child, then I understand, but if
I
you
think it wasn't
adult,
him, it was Chuck that was insulting.
no, somebody said
Oh,
um
college for dumb. Yeah.
yeah. Like so
Okay,
I
got it.
start ignoring you once I see stuff like that because I'm trying to get into the show. And we are adults. I mean, I understand
We're just
people
having fun.
troll, but troll responsibly. Be funny with it. If you funny, then we good. Oh, we cool then. No, we chilling, big hunt. We chilling. Yeah, big honcho. I rocks with that, big hunt. I rocks with that. Make sure you hit that subscribe, y'all. You know, I'm trying to build this channel back up. We got more content coming. I'm gonna be monetized soon. So yeah, she defending them. Yeah, she defending the power tools and stuff. We getting petty tonight. Gary was supposed to come up here and have my back, but Big Nine is in the building. Tell you want to debate? God damn it, you got it. Let's go.
Oh, he gone.
We about to debate, people.
Are we back? We're back.
Yeah. Y'all about to see Tay get Tay. Love me tomorrow. You gonna hate me tonight. You love me tomorrow, hate me tonight, because I'm going in. Let's go. Let's get this.
Tay's about to go get her power tool and use it.
This gonna be like old.
Not that kind of power tool.
This gonna be like back in the day, Tay. Let's go. I'm getting you ready for atmosphere. You ready for this?
Don't fucking prep me for shit. I don't need help.
See, me and Tay don't have those
thing.
drills. Just like you don't have a doll, so we really can't say. But just like Tay saw a bunch of dolls, and that might not be the average man, what you saw might not be the average woman.
I didn't say. I'm just saying y'all have more torture devices available.
I mean,
look,
okay,
and
so
then this is
that. It
no
don't matter.
okay.
Y'all have whole asses of
Okay.
fake women. You can literally got half of a person. You know what I mean? Y'all, you got shit to extend your little dingling. Like y'all have all kind of fake devices and implements. So it's like your point is just like.
Okay, I'm gonna use this point. I got another point why y'all more deviant. Because y'all use produce.
Produce? I don't be using no produce. Listen, you guys have the little blue pill.
Women use produce. You know, when you go into the store, you don't know what you're getting into. You might buy a cucumber that was used for something else. You just don't know.
I can't even buy cucumbers anymore without someone looking at me. And it's cucumber season.
Y'all more deviant because y'all use produce. So not only do y'all got the things with engines in it, that y'all using vegetables.
Okay, so who uses that and why would they use it?
I don't know why they use it. I'm not a woman.
Who uses that?
Cucumbers and stuff.
Yeah,
the pornos he be watching.
You can is women
because it just goes to show that Word watch weird ass shit.
No, I
real
know,
life is not porno.
For real,
guys.
real life,
All right, guys.
nobody's using a
Stop
cucumber.
the donkey punching.
Real life,
I
nobody
know
using a
3
banana.
people right now.
Time out.
No, I know 3 women right now who have used cucumbers.
Right,
2
and
of
why
them,
are they using it? So
because
why?
they was
Did you ask
freaks.
why? Since
In
you're
real
with 3
life,
women?
In real life, they freaks. I bullshit you not.
Why are they doing that?
Because they freaks.
Rose said, just put your phone on vibrate and call
before
it.
that, you was like, I don't know.
Sexual deviant.
And now all of a sudden, because they freaks, now you know.
No, I didn't say. I know why they use cucumbers because I was with 2 of them when they used them. I'm like, what the fuck going on?
Oh, so why
do that if they have you?
Wait a minute. So you was with somebody in a relationship, and they
No,
pulled out a cucumber.
I wasn't in a relationship.
So this is the person that you was just dating or whatever.
Yeah,
y'all was, you know.
She was like, she said, you want to see something freaky? I said, yeah. She went in the kitchen, came back with a cucumber, and I'm like, what is she about to do with this? And when she was like, watch this, and I'm like, oh shit. And I'm not gonna tell you the rest of the story.
Don't stop now.
Nah, I can't tell you the rest of the story. I ain't gonna get that graphic, but yeah.
That's some. I can't. I don't know. I can't relate to shit like that because you're weird. Like, why would you use a cucumber when you got somebody that has a cucumber?
There's a lot of people that do a lot of weird things. I'm just saying women.
Yeah, but to attach it to a whole bunch of women.
I bet you a whole bunch of women do it.
Don't put that on all of us. Don't put that jacket on our back.
I ain't say all of y'all, but I bet you a whole bunch of women do it.
Because you fucked around with weird ass women. Don't put that jacket on our back and then try to say that's all women. No.
No, I bet you that's more normal than not.
Out of the 100 women you've been with, 1%
that I known of, that I knew of. I'm pretty sure a lot more women do it. Because I would have never thought.
No, don't put that on us. You can't say because you done ran into a weird ass.
Let me ask this.
Majority of y'all do it. No, we don't.
Have anybody in the chat ever heard of women using produce to pleasure themselves?
We also, I mean, come
put
on
one
now.
in the chat if you know someone personally.
What do you think eggplant is for? What do you think people use? So yeah, it's like.
So what are we talking about? Why is my experience weird if we know
the shit is still weird.
But what I'm saying is people do it. I'm saying is a point I'm trying to.
Is it normal? Is it normal though?
It doesn't matter. What I'm
Is it
saying is
no, it's
women
not normal that women do that. That's not a normal thing. That's
is
some
being a
weird ass
deviant.
shit.
But now answer this question: is being a deviant normal? Is being
Hold
a
up,
sexual deviant normal?
hold up. Lady Shay put a 1 in the chat. You
Now,
know somebody personally, Lady Shay,
now
that
is
who
being
used
a
the cucumber.
sexual is being. I'm telling you, they probably
Ask
use
Shay, do
cucumbers before
all
they
women
use toys.
do majority of women do that? Is that normal for women to do that? Is that what she's putting a 1 for? That normally women do that?
We can't argue that women are sexual deviants if I'm not allowed to display the deviant things that women do. Not saying all women do it, but we are naming deviant things women do. So it doesn't matter if it's normal or not. If it's done, then that proves the deviancy of a woman. Not saying all women, but if a woman does it, is she still
You
not a
got Locke
woman?
talking about all these women are the same. Stop capping, baby girl. That's weird for you
I
to be
don't
like
think all the
everybody
women.
is the
No,
same.
ain't nobody all the same. Ain't no women all the same.
Some men are Geppettos. That doesn't mean all men are Geppettos and deviants.
But so can I, from your analogy. So because all men aren't pedos, can we say men aren't pedos now? Because even though we know some men are pedos, but all of them aren't pedos. So does that negate the fact that men are pedos?
No, not men are not pedos. Not all men are pedos. No,
So
small
men,
percentage.
No,
So
we're gonna
maybe
stick with men are pedos since women are deviant or whatever.
they're
Yeah, men
more
are
sexual
pedos.
deviant. Women are more
Okay,
sexual
women
deviant.
are sexually deviant and men are fucking pedos and they are what's the word? Let me figure it out. What Commander, what we gonna say? Because horn dogs are sexual, you are sexual.
deviants,
You
Yeah,
mad?
yeah, you
sexually
guys are
deviant.
sexually
You
deviant
mad
too.
because you mad because you can't figure out how men are
No,
more
it's just you're sitting
sexual
up here
deviant
saying
than
shit
women.
about us. So let's talk about you
Who am I
men.
saying?
You can't control
Let me ask
yourself. You can't
now.
keep
Let
your
me
dick in your pants.
now. Let me ask you this: Why do you
So let's talk about
why are
that.
you no? Because you're getting upset because you're personalizing. I didn't say you
I'm
were a
not getting
sexual deviant.
upset. It's just
I'm saying
you're
women
sitting up
are.
here saying this shit about women.
But we are
So let me
women.
say some shit about men to
I don't care.
say about y'all. Y'all are some community dick ass ninjas who
Oh
can't keep
shit.
your dick in your pants and you can't control yourself.
She said it. She said it.
I can agree, but it doesn't. That's
Shit.
not me. That doesn't
You
apply to
got
me.
community dick. Your D is out here for everybody.
And see, that does not apply to me, so I don't. It don't bother me because I know there are men like that. So it's nothing for me to argue. But you cannot negate the fact that some women use vegetables. The things
He
that
said,
women
"What
do as
sexually
far as sex.
deviant mean?" I'm slow.
So let's look up the definition of deviant.
Yeah, look up the definition. I want to know.
Let me show y'all the definition of deviant.
Hey, but we couldn't have had community D if girls wasn't busting it open for us. True. That's why there's hoes too.
Now see
That's
this.
true.
Now watch this. This the funny. This is why I'm having fun with y'all.
But it's more community D out here than anything. This is why you got
Oh,
men
that's the
in
wrong
full blown
page.
relationships and then they decide they want to cheat. And this is just this goes back to the video, like our boy said talking about. That's why you got women out here wearing hijabs and all of that to prevent men from having having sex with other women and stuff like that. That's crazy to me because why can't men take accountability and control their dingling?
Now
A
this is
woman
the
has to cover herself. A woman has to
Yeah,
cover her head, cover her body, have to cover
dress
everything
down.
up to prevent a man from messing around.
And
That's
even
terrible.
then,
Why can't men take accountability?
this too shall pass.
So deviant means
Nexus.
departing from usual or accepted standards, especially in social or sexual behavior. So it's saying
Exactly, Lady
you're
Shay. Who
departing
created the toys?
from usual, right? Or accepted. Usual or accepted behavior. So when we talk about sexual deviant, that's the reason I use the toys, because, and I specify the amount of toys, because that's departing from usual standards of sex. Using a toy, sex is between two people, so using a toy. So therefore, if you have more toys, you have more opportunities to deviate from the usual standards,
It says
right?
a deviant person or thing. Those who, hold on, I can't even see right. Those whose actions are beyond most human comprehension.
But I'm using it in an objective way.
Departing from usual or accepted standards. But what you're saying, it's now a standard. So there's no deviance. It's now a standard.
It is
It's nothing.
the standard of sex
That's
is
what you're saying.
between man and woman, or between humans. The
So
standard of sex.
before toys existed, women weren't deviant.
No, because then they use bottles and other stuff. If they use anything besides a phallus to go inside of them, is deviating from the usual standard.
So women have always
In
been
that
deviant,
case, I'm
in your
not even
opinion.
fit to
More
argue. In
sexual
that case,
deviance.
I'm not even
Even
fit to.
and see, that's what I said. Even using your hand is you're deviating from the usual standard.
In that case, I'm not even fit to argue because that's some weird shit. And I'm not into weird shit. That's not the standard of what really goes on. So go ahead with the argument as far as women sexual deviant because I'm not fit to argue it. I don't fucking know. I only do standard shit. I don't do weird shit.
I wasn't talking about you. I was just saying in general.
But we are
I'm
women, so
just
you're
saying.
including us.
Yeah, when you say women, you included me. So it's like I have to sit up and say something about it. But when you now that we looking at the definition, it
But if I'm right, then I'm
this
right,
is some
right?
unusual shit. This is unusual. So in that case, I ain't even supposed to comment on it because this is unusual shit that happens. So
I think by definition is more usual than unusual. By definition, to say a woman deviates from, now I'm gonna rephrase what I said. To say a woman a woman has more ways to deviate from the normal practice of sex than men. That's all I said. When I
Okay.
said more,
Okay.
that's all I said when I said women are more sexual deviant
We
than
have
men.
more options. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I was
nah,
saying.
King, I'm not saying women don't masturbate. I'm not saying that's a standard. That's something normal. I feel like that women possibly could do. I'm not saying that it's like we don't do certain shit, but at the same time, he's talking about bananas, cute. That shit is not normal.
It's
You know
not.
what I
It,
mean? You talking about all of these toys and just, oh, we just be going ham and we be using the power drill. Like it's not normal. That's not the standard shit that we do. So in that case, go ahead, my boy, argue all you want to, but that's not the standard of what normal women do. Go ahead. You want some weird shit, that just let me know where you be at.
Mm-hmm.
how's
That
that
does not
weird?
apply to me and Tay.
How's that
For
weird?
real. It just
What
let me know what genre, what area you on.
if you go on a site? There's a list of things that's there. I haven't,
Kids,
and I'll be honest, I haven't looked at a porno
don't
site
believe everything you
in
see on TV.
10 years. The last time I even watched porno was with my wife. That's the last
That's
time I ever watched
wild.
porno was with my wife,
That's
and that was like
upsetting.
10 years ago.
That's a shame. Women disrespecting their bodies.
But they do it at a higher rate than men. I mean, facts are facts. I mean, it's not that it's personalized, but it exists. It does not negate the fact that it's reality. People
I
do
mean, a
weird
lot of
shit.
things exist that
A
we
lot.
don't do.
Exactly. I've never said it didn't, but what I'm saying is reality. And if I'm using examples, I'm gonna use the examples. It happens. I'm not saying all women do it, but women do it because it's documented.
Okay, so in that case, we could go to the fact that okay, men mess with blow up dolls. Men
You can weigh it. I mean,
mess
if
with certain animals and they screw certain animals. You know what I
women
mean? We
Oh
do
could say
too.
shit
yeah,
like that. It's
Women
not the
do too.
normal standard, but you got men out here that'll screw animals.
But when you
men
weigh it,
mess with underage women.
women do too.
Right.
Yeah.
Women do too.
Now we be seeing women do too.
Yeah, but
Ain't no nah.
which
With
I've
is it
been
more
teachers.
messing.
of?
You have to look at
What
statistics,
is it
and
more
I will say
of?
this. And I will say this. I think men. I know for a fact men report sexual assault less than women do. That's a
Yeah,
fact.
that's true.
So to say what more of, we can't get an accurate number.
But the world in whole has become more deviant.
I think we just
No,
notice
deviant
how
is something
deviant the
that's not
world is
normal. So
getting.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, well, yeah, you could.
I would say we just becoming aware of how messed up the world is.
We didn't
I,
got on this damn whole little
because
thing and got off sidetrack because he on this dumbass shit. But
no,
okay, whatever.
you couldn't prove women wasn't more deviant than men
No, it's
sexually.
not that I can't prove that women are more deviant. I did
You
prove
took it
it. That
personal.
your
No, you.
definition just showed it's not normal. So there you go.
What's not normal? No, you misreading the definition. It's saying you're moving away from a normal state, not that it's not normal. That's why I said women are more sexual deviant than men. So it's just moving away from a normal state, doing something outside of the norm. Who really does anything normally?
Departing from unusual or accepted standards, especially in social or sexual behavior. So you're departing from unusual. Yeah, but it's like what you're saying, the things that you're saying, is that what normal women do? No. So the things that you're naming, all the examples you're giving, that's not what normal women do. So I don't even know,
I've
like I
never
can't even relate. I can't even say, oh, I can't even argue no shit like that.
you
You know what I mean?
it,
You on weird shit. You on some weird pages, and I just can't relate.
so let me ask you this. Okay, you can't relate. So what would have been an example that I could have used that wouldn't have been weird?
I don't know. You have to give me an example. But the stuff that you naming, I can't even like
Sex toys,
argue on.
sex toys.
When you mention sex toys, but then you want to say, oh,
Vegetables,
That was the second
bruh.
argument because the
drills.
sex toys wasn't accepted. Drills, that's sex toys. That's what women use as sex toys, power drills and
I'ma
shit.
just shut up. Cause
They
for
got
me,
machines and
Those
I
are
boxes
can't
not
and parts,
toys. Drills are not made to for that.
but they use them for sexual pleasure. So if it's being used, if there's a sex toy attached to it, is an extension now of the toy.
And I don't think it's that more people. It's not that we're aware
You
because now
you
we can see it. I think the awareness has like made it more so that people look at that and then they want to try it, and then it just perpetuates more of it. Because maybe they never even thought of it, and now they saw it, and so then now you got more people doing it.
man,
what
you
he is explaining,
look
like he's trying to
you look
use the
through
rose
history.
and stuff like that. The rose is it's not an unusual standard. You know, it's not unusual. It's not departing from unusual. The rose is just a sexual device. It doesn't, all it does, it doesn't do anything that's like unusual. So
Using
when you
a
say something as
device
far as what?
using a device makes sex unusual. the standard of sex. Like when you
But that's
define
been
sex,
going on for ages. A sex toy been around for ages. So
so
for it to be something unusual, it's been around forever.
so you're negating. So what you're saying is sex toys are now a new standard. That's the argument. The sex toys are a new standard
Well, she's saying it's not new, but
because you're departing away from the usual standard of sex.
Okay, so if
Makes
that's the
it
case,
deviant.
you men are sexual deviants because you're departing away from the unusual standard of D in a can. You're departing when you have a blow up doll next to you. Like it could go both ways too.
do men get
You
off
you
on seeing
still
women
you
use toys?
you you still not arguing the
So the
point though. The point,
argument is just the argument
no, I
don't make
said
any
is
sense.
more. It do. I said women are more deviant than men. That's the argument. I didn't say men weren't deviant. I didn't say that at all. I didn't say all women are deviants. I said women are more deviant than men when sexually, are more sexual deviants, meaning they have more.
I could agree.
Um,
I disagree because all you can use is just the sexual toys, but you got men
all I
nowadays,
can
they're
use,
going from the unusual standard because now you got OnlyFans, you got porno, you done went from porno to on DVDs to from videotape to DVDs to on Blu-ray to on your phone to
On your
computer
phone,
to every
to
electronical
VR
device
headset.
you got now. Right. You have it all over the place. You know what I mean? You literally, it's being shown to you. So if you want to say we are, I could do the same thing for men.
but but see, you nullify.
It's gotten ridiculous. Sexual deviance has gotten ridiculous for men.
But see, it's
And
easy
now
to
it's like
nullify your.
men can jack off to to you. A woman could just be dressed a certain. Let me tell you this. I was at a car wash today, washing my car. And yeah, I had a dress on, and I know I shouldn't have been out there washing my car with a dress, but it was like I just happened to have this dress on. I had to bend
And it's
down
hot. It's been
to
hot.
right. But I had to bend down. I should have worn some shorts, but I knew better. I shouldn't have been out there. But anyways, I had to bend down and I was washing wiping my rim or whatever. Do you know a man was driving by, right? Okay, so but this is what I'm thinking in my mind. Dang, I got this dress on. I gotta bend down, right? Dang, I don't want nobody to see. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna face towards my tire that way, my legs open, they can't see. It'll just be directed towards my tire. Do you know I saw a man pass me and he bent. His head like turned to see like I want to see some action. I'm like, that's ridiculous. Now that's just
Not on,
really ridiculous. You just gonna find a way just to look between my legs, huh?
not only that, Tay, how many men are jerking off in their cars or in a window, flashing, peeping tom? That's majority men who are doing that.
That's what I'm saying. They just too desperate. They're dogs. Like you can't contain yourself. Like you can't contain yourself. This man broke his neck trying to look between my legs. And I mean, y'all, I see his window is tinted, but I literally seen how his whole neck, you're driving, your whole neck had to turn to try to look between my legs. Is it really that
Yeah.
serious? Is
And you
it
got men
really that
using cell phones to
serious?
look under girls' skirts at the grocery store or putting cameras in bathrooms and stuff like that.
Now, I'm a I
Women
can.
aren't doing that.
No, you can't say that. I know.
Most women aren't doing that.
Okay, so but see, that's the argument, right? You
Majority of
you
men are
can't
doing
you
that and
can't
getting caught.
say now when you argue and the points you make against men, this is how
Lock,
you don't
hold
allow
on
it.
one
Oh no, he
second.
gone, he gone. Walk gone,
Oh, Lock, shut
walk,
your
he
little
gone.
dick ass up.
Yeah,
For
we don't
one,
disrespect. No,
sitting up here
you
calling somebody a hoe Get your little ass dick
Oh
off
no,
somewhere.
we gonna have fun with Locke in a minute. Let me just tell y'all this. Oh no, I already got that warmed up and planned. We're gonna have fun with Locke in a minute. Locke just don't know. Nah, we ain't up here arguing. This is my family, bro. You don't come in here disrespecting nobody, not the chat. If y'all want to come in here and troll me. It's safe to troll me. It's safe to say, but you say anything about anybody else, I'm tightening that ass up. Flat and simple. Don't mess with my chat and definitely don't mess with my nod. These my sisters up here. We ain't we arguing, but nah.
We're
Only
having fun.
person, yeah, only people get to talk to us like this is us on some real shit.
Yeah, what you
We
said, Locke,
being
that's not
cool,
fun.
we being
That's not
cool
cool.
and all that, but don't get it twisted. Ain't no Kool-Aid over here. I'm gonna tighten your ass up in a minute, Locke. But this thing when you arguing and you're using a point, don't use anything that women have access to because you nullify your argument. Everything y'all said about porn and all that, women do it too. Women, like I said, they walk around with devices inside of them pushing buttons to get off. You know, so so all the pornos and have the thing I will give you is what you just said with the men. I haven't really seen women masturbating in cars looking at men. That is deviant, but I think the vegetable, even what y'all said about the animals, women have sex with animals too. So I
That's
mean,
nasty.
yeah, women do that too. And now, what do you think is more nastier for women or men?
They're
Have
both
sex with
nasty
an
doing
animal.
that.
It's
No, that's
both,
wrong.
but you actually get something in you. That's an animal, like that.
Well, the man has something in the animal, so
Yeah, they got something in
still
the animal,
exchanging body fluids. It's
but
gross.
you got to live with that one. And like that's
And it's wrong.
no,
Poor
yeah,
animals.
animal.
Innocent.
But anyway, off the animals. Yeah, a lot. I don't know.
Little bitch.
Yeah, I don't know
I'll
what
call somebody
canal
a
you
hoe.
came out of, but yeah, we don't do that over here. We have conversations. You can talk about any women you want. No, you can't. You don't even do that. We being respectful. We talking about a thought. We talking about a thought. We talking about a hoe. Then we talking about a hoe. These women, you get like bent and twisted. I don't know where you came from, but the hell you go. The hell you go. You know, we cool over here, but don't do that shit. That shit right there. Nah, we don't play that shit.
The
We
fuck
don't
I
play
look
that.
like? You know you wanted attention. You think I can't get attention looking like this?
It's
You
probably
think
one
I
of them
can't
red pill
automatically
dudes.
like I just don't get it? Like I'm just an ugly motherfucker that don't get attention when I walk outside. You think I'm so desperate that I have to bend over to get attention?
And look, I say it like this too. Um,
Get your bitch ass out of here for real.
no, they I sent them to hell already. But I say it like this, King. Women are more. I got another point. Y'all might want to rebuttal. But women are more deviant because they have sex for money more than men. Um, more than men. I worded it carefully. They will accept money for sex.
What he say?
Well, women will accept money for sex more than men.
Men will too. So it doesn't
I didn't.
matter.
I
Men
didn't.
will too.
It's a
Men will
dude.
accept money for sex too. So to use that argument, it ain't gonna work. You get you a
No,
young
you.
man and an older woman. I buy you a PlayStation, baby. Yeah, you gonna lay down and lay that pipe on it too, to get what you want, to get that
Again,
PlayStation, that PS5.
again. I did never said they wouldn't. I said women do it more.
Men made the toys. I'll guarantee you, men made the toys. Some
Women use.
mechanical engineer somewhere
I'm not.
created it.
I'm not arguing about who made the toy. I'm talking about who using the
Well,
toy.
when you want to talk about an argument, you want to say, well, y'all was making good points, but a lot of the stuff y'all was saying, men or women do too. Well, I'm pointing out that you guys do it too.
But
So
see,
come
is the
with
way you
something else.
no is the way you structured your argument. You structured it like only men do that, and I said I
I
nullified
never
it.
structured it like only men do that.
Yes, you did. State your arguments again.
What
You
argument is regarding what? Like the sex
anything?
toys?
No, not the sex toys. You were talking about men have more access. Men do this. Men do that. You never once said they do it more. So by not stating that women do it, and by me stating that women also do it, now your point is nullified. By me stating that I'm acknowledging that men do it, but what I'm stating is women do it more. Told you this practice.
Women don't.
King, you're right. King is
This
right.
practice. This practice. That's all it is. This practice.
King is right on what?
That there's more women actresses. There's way more women actresses than men.
There's way more women prostitutes than men.
Yeah. But again, if the market wasn't there for it, they wouldn't do it. There wasn't all the deviant men leaving their spouses to go get a quickie, or single men out there who can't get it on their own, they go pay for it. Or maybe it's for convenience, I don't know. But those prostitutes be looking nasty to me. Like I wouldn't even touch it.
There are way more women porn. Yeah, women is. I mean, is you can even from the word the way I structured it is impossible to prove that women aren't more sexually deviant than men. It's really not.
A lot of men are so sexually deviant that they will go be with a prostitute who knows what venereal diseases she has, how many men she's been with. That's gross.
That's the argument you want to
Yeah.
pose. You want to? I won't argue with that because that's deviant. I mean, for a man to have sex to pay a woman, for me personally, for a man to pay a woman to have sex is deviant. For me, for my standards, I will never pay a woman to have sex.
Yeah, and in that aspect, that's why there's not a lot of male prostitutes, because women aren't doing that as
They
much.
don't need to. They got all them toys.
No, they could ditch the toys for the real thing.
They can, but what I'm saying is they not. Look, women get in relationships with other women because and then they use toys. That makes women more deviant. they get in relationships with people who don't have what they need, so they go get what they need. Now I'm not talking about none of y'all. Now I'm not talking about y'all. Y'all can't even relate to this portion. Y'all
I'm
can't
talking
even
about the strap-ons.
right. Like that shit weird.
That is weird, huh?
You
It's
don't
weird.
want this, but then you go get a fake one. Like, my baby. You don't want the real one, so you go. So, like, I don't know. I don't understand that. It's not for me to understand, though. Shout out to the LB. Shout out.
I've always thought it's weird that, like, love is love, right? That word is used
Yeah,
a lot, that phrase, love is love. So I feel like if love is love, then it doesn't matter. You could be, if a lesbian woman wants to be with women, great, but why can't they also be with a man if love is love?
I don't understand why people equate love and sex together. I don't see why people like I don't think sex and love have I mean because you in love, yeah, you want to have sex, but soon as we say love, like Gary was saying this, as soon as we say love, people think sexually. Like, so if a guy tells another guy, like if you and Tay say, "Hey, I love you," they will think something, is between y'all. Like, no, why?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's weird to me. How people associate love with sex, like is automatically associated. I mean, I know, but that again, and that's what I was trying to tell Gary is the difference between in love and love. There's levels to it. I just didn't get an opportunity to break that down. But yeah, there's levels to it. I feel like the standard these days are so high that men, especially undesired men, really have no choice but to resort to prostitute, and sometimes
Aw,
relationships get rocky. Bro, you know what? I say it like this too. Um,
that's so sad.
is I think is some men who don't fit the current standards, and they um, have to resort to extreme measures like prostitutes for sex. I will agree with that. Um, yeah, I will agree with that. Like I said, I think the women have the lock and the man have the key. If you get one of them undesirable men, like think I'm talking about like an IG model, right? Um, and I'm not saying every, but the ones who do, I'm gonna say it like this because I don't want to nobody listening to this on a replay, and that's an IG model. Like I ain't no hoe. So the ones who do accept money for you know, um, you know, the ones who do accept that, right? This guy, it says an ugly guy who got the money to do it. The sad thing is he would have never been able to probably get a hello from her if he didn't have that money. And he might be a good guy, but if what gave him access to her, the key, and it opened the lock is the money. You see what I'm saying when I say she has the lock?
Men have to have money and women have to have looks.
I would say from the today's standard. If we talking about the standard, not my standard, but today's standard. See, this is the part because for me, I would say no. But today's standard, I can't deny that the average man probably like a big butt and big breath. That's probably what they desire. They desire a woman's looks versus anything else she possesses. I can't deny that. Just like I can't deny an average woman will want a man with money or a nice job or potential to get money. I think today money is today's what back in the day when we said men are protectors and providers. Providing is money. Money is took the place of finance took the place of providing, or the finance is the providing aspect, I should say. Would y'all agree with that? Today's standard
Yeah,
finances is the modern day
yeah,
providing.
stability.
Yeah.
Yeah, women look for stability, and that oftentimes equals finances.
So I mean, now we can't. So if we understand that, there's no point of questioning why do men do stupid things, right? For money. Why do men crash out for the bag? Is because that's the new that's how most people understand providing is money. That's how people think. Like the finance, they don't think how I get the money is the way I provide. They think the money is me providing. I think it matters how you get the money. Me personally, this is my personal opinion. I think how you got it is more important than you having it, because if you lose it and you don't know how to get it, then you just. And I think they're getting people in a lot of trouble. Like even when I was changing my life, right? I was used to a certain. Um, I was used to having a certain amount of money, and when that changed, I kept slipping back. I slipped back a couple times. Like, okay, this 9 to 5 ain't gonna work. Every 2 weeks, I was making this in a day. When I'm making every
Right.
2 weeks, I was used to that. I kind of built my life around that. So I had to adjust and everything to, adjust to my new lifestyle, but it took a while. It took a while for me to even say, hey, I need to adjust. It was like, oh shit, I ain't got it. I got to go get it. because that was just how I was wired. I need this money. I wasn't thinking about I need to get this money the right way. I was thinking I just need the money. I was thinking of the what.
Well, once you get a taste of the easy money, it's hard to do anything else.
And it wasn't easy. That money, people say easy money. That shit ain't easy. Like me going to work, that's easy. Me running around the street, that wasn't easy. Staying alive, not staying out of jail, that shit is hard, especially when you ain't doing right. You know what I'm saying? But I know what you're
But you
saying.
can get money a lot
Money.
quicker, a lot like in larger quantities by
Yeah, I know.
doing.
Yeah, I know what
Yeah.
you're saying. The money comes. It's even that. I mean, yeah, you get money a lot quicker in quantities, regardless. Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Um,
Quicker money. I guess we can rephrase it, quicker money.
yeah, I'm getting y'all ready for the debate, damn it.
Oh yeah, this is not the debate. Where's
Hmm,
atmosphere?
It's really not gonna happen. So
Right? It shouldn't be a debate.
I
It
feel
really
like
shouldn't.
things are becoming more expensive. People have no choice but to have to resort to prostitution, and sometimes relationships. Oh yeah, I read that. I feel this thing choice to make life about money and survive. And I think is it put the it's all you got to follow me on Rumble. I'm gonna go on Rumble and go in one day. But that's what all this was for. That's what everything was for. Was to put you in a survival state. That's what life is basically about. All the hoops and hurdles we have to go through is to put you in a more of a survival state than a living state. They want you to focus on surviving, so they have to make the conditions as such. And you see it's getting worse and worse because they people are waking up. I'm gonna say it like that. People are waking up like, hey, this don't make sense. That don't make sense. So they got to find a way to keep you keep your attention away or to keep you distracted. I don't want to. I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say it the most constructive way. I don't want information, no shit like that. But yeah, um,
I just wouldn't want to be with no like Andrew Tate type of personalities.
like a lot of these, like just even that guy we was listening to earlier. Like if you really listen to like a lot of these red pill dudes, they just bitter. They want women to conform to the way they want them to be versus finding the right match. Just find a woman who is different people. Like it's truly not a one size fit all world. We can say I can sit up here and say I never do 50-50, but then another I can sit up here and say I will only do 50-50. But
you think he
another
a red pill type of dude?
that dude he is red pill. Not your boy, the other dude, the dude with the braids. He red pill.
He is.
Yeah,
I haven't heard some of the stuff.
that's what your boy said. I was watching his video earlier. He said he was red pill.
Jeremy.
The Jeremy said the dude was red pill, or he used red pill rhetoric. I think that if I'm quoting him right, I think he said he used red pill rhetoric.
Mm, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that dude.
But he believe 50-50. I mean, he don't believe in 50-50.
who
That
most
guy.
most red pills don't believe in 50-50.
Oh, they don't?
No, that's why they believe the woman should do what they tell them to do because they taking care of them. No, they believe they're in the driver's seat 100%, and a woman should do what they say because they taken care of. They don't believe red pill don't believe in 50-50. Like you listen, Kevin Samuels never said anything about even Tommy Stoudemire. They don't talk about 50-50. They go take care of the women, but you go do what I say. They you property.
Mm, got you. Yeah,
Yeah,
some of the things that he was saying, I wrote down.
and he said a promiscuous man is not a broken man, but a woman that's promiscuous is broken.
Both are broken.
Exactly.
When a person is promiscuous, it just shows lack of sexual maturity.
Right.
That's that's all it shows. It just shows the person is not sexually mature. Probably not.
But he states that when men do it, men are not broken.
People and even those arguments are asinine because one minute you're talking about a mature man, and the next minute you're talking about an immature man. Because if you say biologically, right? If you say men are geared to cheat or whatever, from the mate, that's a kid, because as you grow and mature into a man, that's when structure and discipline that's what makes you a man, the structure and discipline. So as a man, you got to think about this. And, I don't care how nobody takes this. As a man, me as a husband, right? My job is to protect and provide for my family. So if I go out and cheat, I just put my family in a vulnerable position. I am not protecting and providing. I am not doing my duty as a husband. I failed. So to just sum it up, that's just an excuse for me for weak, undisciplined men. Like in war, you will be dead. Lack of discipline. I mean, one move to the left or right, that's your life. You have to be disciplined. You have to have structure.
Hello?
And, yeah. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I can.
Emotionally and unstable. I agree with that too, King.
But do you feel like men are king?
Right. He's saying people in general. A promiscuous person. He ain't attaching the sex to it. He's saying people in general. Like a lot, like I know men and women are different, but some things is no separation. Yeah, you can separate the nature, but you can't separate the action. A man is biologically different from a woman, okay, but the actions of a man and woman, especially when you talking about relationship, there's no separation of that. If we in a committed relationship, cheating is cheating, no matter who does it. Lying is lying, no matter who does it.
Right. But
Abuse is abuse, no matter who
your
does it.
boy on the panel sitting up there talking about, yeah, women are broken if they promiscuous and men, they promiscuous, they just promiscuous. Man, if you don't get your ass out of here with that.
And then a lot of them people, like I said, a lot of them people don't have, like, they can say, uh, I've been with X amount of women, but what is the quality of the women you've been with? Because if you just been with some women to let you run over them, you've been with some weak ass women. That's the quality. I don't care about the quantity. But if you've been with and I wouldn't even say that you can, like, say if a man, I've been with a lot of women. Okay, so let's talk about the quality of women you've been with. Were they mature or immature? Because that determines how profound your experience is. If I dealt with a lot of immature women, yeah, I might think that women are like this. But if I dealt with mature women, then I'm gonna see a difference. Just like I mean, just like y'all, like women. If you had a lot of experience with immature men, then that's what your perception is gonna be of men. That's just how it is. So from his standpoint, I can tell he hasn't really experienced I'm not gonna say a high quality of life. I just don't think he has a lot of experience with different type of women. I just don't. He can't. Because ain't no woman about the deal. And see, this is why a lot of times, like it was an argument that they made. A girl said that men want young women because um they can be more because they don't have like real world experience yet, so they can be manipulated more. I'm paraphrasing. This is not how she said it, but basically that's what she said. It's like that's why men like messing with younger women because they're more impressionable, right? And he was saying no because the world hasn't beat them down. They haven't learned all these bad things. They'd be more submissive to men. Like men think it's an innate inheritance that women submit to them, and it's not. It never has been. You know, even when you talk about arranged marriages back in the day, you had if the father didn't think you was a quality man, you didn't get the wife. You had to prove yourself. You didn't get the daughter, rather. You know what I'm saying? You had to prove yourself worthy. And a lot of times it was your status and it was what you can offer the family in return for the girl. Nowadays, people just think they're supposed to be submissive. Like, oh, you're a woman, I'm a man, you're supposed to submit. And that's not how it works. Well, I got this and I got that. That don't make you a quality guy because you have material things. Like I said, people think finance now. And that's why a lot of these issues has occurred because people not looking at the character of a person. You get with this person because they have all the good things on the outside, and then as you're I don't want to use that term, but as you're experiencing the person, you realize they ain't shit on the inside. You know, and then you blame the person. Well, men are like this or women are like this. That's the ones you chose because you seen something on the outside, you gave it a chance, and now you complain about what's on the inside. That's where a lot of the problems occur. You know, well, he seemed like a nice guy. She seemed like a nice girl. Yeah, but did you take the time to get to learn before you gave him all these things like trust, gave him your loyalty? Before you gave yourself to him, did you vet him? These are
And
the
that's
things
so
I had
funny
to learn.
because you asked the question the last time I said time. And you're like, time.
No, I'm telling you, if you think that's no, I was asking you when I said time. I mean, when you said time, I said, what can you use to entice a man to commit to a relationship? And you said time. And I'm just telling you, as a man, time is not go get me
Maybe
to.
I didn't listen to the entice part because now that entice, I don't know if you said it like that. Maybe you
Yeah,
did.
I believe I said entice. I either said entice or convince. I either said entice or convince. Dope boy, what up, though? Yeah,
But I think
fresh and fit is they weirdos, man. Like I don't
those
see
are
it.
what red pill two dudes too or what?
Look, this is why I really lost hope for society, right? Because it's things like that attract people, and I know it's more for the drama and shock value, but people really support that. You see people donating money and shit, and I'm looking like, bro, y'all taking advice from these people? Like this dude has been in a bed with men. I've never you would never find me, not even my cousins. You never see me under the sheet with no damn man. You can't explain that.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
And you taking dating advice from the we gonna tell you how to get another man? That's why he get all these men in here, is because he telling like y'all weird, man. Like that's what I was saying. Like with Rick Ross, y'all still accepting him as a gangster rapper when he was a CO. Like people don't care about reality no more. They just like the entertainment factor. And these people are they. And then I'm thinking about like this: these people telling y'all how to get women. And what kind of women, like when I said again, quality, what kind of women, they aren't bringing no professors on there, no business owners. They bringing IG models and these the women y'all want. These are women y'all trying to get. If y'all got money, y'all about to be on child support, dealing with fresh and fit. That's what's going to happen. Fucking around with these. Like, come on now, man. I can't understand how people like this. This is the content people want. People want all the like even this conversation. You know, you can get something out of this. You can get a perspective. You actually getting some shit for free, but they support that bullshit over there. That's what's popular, and we wonder why our society is where is that now. We too busy distracted with that bullshit. Ain't talking about real shit. Just not. Little boy say never. I don't blame you, bro. Like that, I can't. I can't watch. I watch when people are critiquing them. I don't watch. I can't watch Fresh and Fit. That shit. I'm not. That shit seems like it's for lames, man. I ain't trying to
Yeah,
be
I can't
funny.
watch it either.
That shit seems like it's for lames. Like first of all, I wouldn't even be trying to deal with none of these females they talking to. Y'all think because they IG model. Everybody a goddamn IG model now. All you need is a filter and a bathing suit. Your IG model.
I've only watched a few times. I can't watch that, but like all the girls that go on there seem like they're just dumb. I don't know if they're
Hmm.
acting or what.
And these are the type of women high
I haven't
value.
watched it before.
You waste your time.
It's nauseating.
Hmm.
Hmm. It was a waste of time. I tried. And the only reason I tried because I was trying to watch the episode somebody critiqued, and I'm like, man, they had some dude on there with diapers and shit, and I'm looking like I can't take y'all serious. Man. Like I can't. I don't know. I don't know. That shit just weird. Like, but they popular.
Has Queen Priscilla been going live?
I don't know.
I haven't seen any of her stuff
I haven't checked
pop
in
up.
on her. I haven't checked in on her in a minute. Yeah, I haven't checked in.
Yeah, I heard they're a bunch of cornballs, but I just seen somebody critiquing them. I've never seen the actual show, but I seen somebody critiquing them because I think right now they doing like I guess a yacht party or something, and they selling
Yeah, I
tickets
seen.
and
Yeah, a bunch of dudes buying $3,000. Like that shit weird. But you know what? I didn't. There's a lot of weird people. Like that dude, that Saint and Sinner dude. I'm looking like, bro. Like these. I'm telling you, there's a lot of beta males over there out acting like alphas. They got the money and personify the money they have. Um, but they that's what they use in like the lifestyle and money. Like a lot of them dudes lame. Like they lame. Even if they got the money, it's like y'all you still fucking lame. Your money don't make you. You know you're lame. Your outlook on life is trash. You will have a lot of money and be lonely. Just your or them type of people. This is what they do. They find a girl. The girl end up getting knocked up. Um, and then they marry them and then divorce them and put their ass on alimony and child support. That's the type of dudes to be over there. That's why they be bitter
Hmm.
because you went for those type of women. What kind of women you think you will attract acting like that? Ain't no
Right?
respectable woman about to deal with that shit. And you got all these men
Yep.
hyped up and shit because you got an IG model. Like that shit is like I don't know. That's why I say I can't take this serious. I don't take none of them serious. Like even the other guy with the braids, I'm listening to him talk. You're comparing like he said he was asking the women if your man wake you up at 2 o'clock in the morning and tell you he hungry, would you go fix him a meal? And when they said no, he said, well, if somebody breaking your house at 2 o'clock in the morning, would you expect your man to go like how's that even comparable?
they dumb.
And you
I don't
talking about the
know.
duties of a woman. What
I would fix my man a meal. That's just me though.
like
But if
bro,
he's hungry, that he shouldn't
If
be
he wake
hungry
you up,
because
you
I
gonna
fed
fix
him.
it.
Yeah, I would, but he shouldn't be hungry because
let,
he
let,
already ate.
let me
Right?
ask
He
you
should have
this.
ate dinner.
Now let me ask you this: would your man wake you up at 2 o'clock in the morning out your sleep to ask you to?
No.
You see what I'm saying? I never do no shit like that to my wife. Like I'm gonna wake my wife up at 2 o'clock, and no, I'm not gonna do no shit like that. Don't even. But that's the type of shit they be on. These kind of men. Oh, I do that because that's
But
her
if he woke
duty.
up and I woke up and he's not feeling good or something, yeah, I would get him something, of course.
My wife would do that. No, he want a full course meal. He didn't ask for a sandwich. He wanted a full course meal.
Man, ain't nobody
He's
doing
tripping.
that shit.
Well, he's
I
tripping.
mean,
I'll
like
fix
you
you a bowl of
said,
something, but
I'm not fixing shit. I'm
he
just
wants a
gonna be
fresh cooked
honest.
meal.
You
Yeah, he
you
was.
get cussed out waking me up, and
Yeah,
whoever my man is, he gonna know better. Cause you ain't finna wake me up in the middle of my sleep talking about you hungry. If you don't get your ass up and fix you something to eat, I'm
I,
not fixed to do it.
I wouldn't even. But he comparing that to somebody breaking in the house. Like that's my duty as a man. Why wouldn't I get up in my family here? You know that. Oh well, a woman is supposed to feed you.
But then them dudes talk
Like
about racial too, don't they?
who?
Them dudes, they talk about, black people and
Hey man, you
don't
talk to
they?
your mama like that, bro? I think they got him out of there because I don't see it in my YouTube chat.
How
Yeah,
you
Get
gonna
in the
talk to me
kitchen.
when
right,
your ass is a crack fiend?
Stupid. Get
right.
your ass
You
in the
don't get
kitchen.
your crackhead ass on somewhere with that name.
Ugh, brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?
Brother. What's that,
Ew,
brother?
You don't get your
ew,
ass on somewhere.
brother, ew. Crack fiend. Like people, that's what you put into the when you thought of yourself. You thought about naming yourself that. Cool. Yeah, it don't even get. That's enough attention for. Um, that's enough attention. But
Yeah, those guys want like a slave, basically.
egg sandwich. He said, "Dope boy, like I want an egg sandwich." Like if I woke up and my wife and I told her I was hungry, she'd be like, "What you want?" My wife would do that, but I would not wake her up out her sleep. And even if I still wouldn't I
Mm-mm.
wouldn't let her get out the bed. But my wife, yeah, she'd get up and she'd drive somewhere and get me something to eat if I wanted. I would never do that to her. I never do that.
Right.
But
But
see,
but also if she woke up and she wasn't feeling good and wanted something to eat, I bet you would go get her
I
something.
would go do that. You know, when she was
Yeah.
That's
pregnant.
different when you say not feeling good. If a person is not feeling good, I'm gonna wake up. But to just wake me up, I'm not. I'm no. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck how much I love you. I'm not just finna to wake up because you hungry. Go get it. You go get it yourself. Now, if you sick, yes, I'll get up in the middle of the night. I'll do whatever I need to do to take care of you. But if you able body, man, get out my face. I'm just being honest.
And see, I was about to say that too because, like, with my wife when she was pregnant, man, I was going to get her ice cream at like 3, 4 in the morning. She like, I'm about to go get some. Lay your ass down. I'll go get it. You ain't about to go out the house. She knew what she was doing. But that's why my wife, like, I don't command. I mean, I don't demand anything from my wife. It's my actions commanded. So I never asked my wife to be submissive, but she'll tell you she is. I won't. I will never tell my wife to submit to me, but she does it willingly. But that's because of what I am and what I do. I don't demand it, but with words, my action, she wants to be submissive. She want. If I like my wife sleep right now, if I literally went in there and said, "Baby, I'm hungry," she'd look at me and say, "What you want?" Because she know I would do it for her, but she know I would never disturb her unless I was like I couldn't do it. She knows that. So if I did it, anything I asked her to do, she do, and it's vice versa. Like when she say, "Baby, my feet hurt," how often do y'all hear me rubbing feet? I rub her feet because they hurt, and I want them to feel. So yeah, I rub her anytime she say my feet hurt. She don't have to say, "Hey, can you rub my feet?" Only thing she got to say is my feet hurt, and I'm gonna rub them. But I know she will do the same thing for me. So this is why I tell
Yeah.
people to find your complementary piece. Find the piece that fits you. Because when doing that, because everyone is not going to do that. If that's what you desire, that's what you have to get. Like I listen to people. People, first thing they say, marriage is a business. Marriage is a business. I understand they explain it with contracts and all that. But I didn't get married to my wife with the intent of business or even thinking business. We married because we loved one another. I feel when people marry with that whole notion of business, when a business is bad, then guess what? What happens when the business go bad? You shut down, right? And that's what happened. But when you love someone, guess what? You go weather whatever storm comes. There's no option. We here. That's why I say even us coming together collectively, if we don't have a purpose, anything will make us fall. But if we have a purpose, no matter what storms come, we will weather that shit. I think people get married for the wrong reason. I mean, even though I understand 100% when they say business. You know, the contract, how society, I understand all that, but I did not marry my wife. If that was the
Sometimes
case,
love ain't just enough though.
I don't know.
How many
I've,
times people have
I'm,
been together and it's just love, and then it's like love don't be enough sometimes for some people. Y'all can just love each other, but it still don't work out.
I say it like this. I've never heard both parties say love wasn't enough. I usually only hear that from the one who gave up on it or the one who wasn't in love no more. But I know what you're saying because you do see that. But if two people love each other, I just like from my own personal experience, but it has to be mutual. It has to be both parties because if you look at those situations, a lot of times when they do split up, one of the people still be in love. They still be trying to work it out.
It could be both parties still in love with each other, but they're
I've
not
never
in
seen it.
love with
I've
each
never.
other.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Okay, I understand that. Um, you can love but not be in love. But if people are, I've never seen both parties in love and not weather whatever storm they came to. They came to them. I've never seen that, but I've seen people say,
No, I'm
I
saying they
love you.
can weather the storm. They can be love each other, not in love, and they can weather the storm, but it might not be enough to hold them together.
I just don't see two people in love, and it's not been enough. Because what ain't enough? I didn't see people in love go from rich to broke and still with one another in a box, well, literally in the tent on the street. Um, I've seen stories like that. I haven't seen it personally, but I've seen stories like that. Is a couple. They call them the sewer people. They lost their house, and the lady had an opportunity to, her family was wealthy, right? But her family wouldn't help her because she was with him, and now she live in the sewer with him.
Damn. I don't know if I would live in the sewer. Like actually in the sewer?
Man, if you seen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't. It wasn't in the United States. It wasn't in the USA. But man, they went down this manhole, went down this thing. They had a house. It was like one of them subway things, like them old subways they don't use no more. But it's a city down there. They got a whole little city and shit.
Not if you have kids. You're not following your
No,
husband
they
to
ain't
the
had no
sewer.
kids. They ain't had no kids.
Mm-mm.
They ain't had no kids. I don't think they ever had kids.
I
If I'm not
mean, a
mistaken.
lot of women is not gonna follow, but it's some you do see women follow men. It just really all depends. But I would have been out of there. I'm done. Mm-mm.
And see, I thought, I was when I first lost my sight, I was like, man, she gonna leave me. Yeah, I just wasn't what I was when she married me, and that was like 2 years ago. Like, and now, like, she married this man, but now I'm this man, and I didn't think it was fair for her to be with me because, like, she didn't sign up for this, and she was like, yes, I did. I said better or for worse, and she said, I take you in this position than I take any other man in any other position because you still more of a man and you still treat me good. Like ain't nobody. My wife always said it. She like ain't nobody gonna treat me the way you do. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? She said they just don't. She said most men just either want to see her boobs or hit. She's like you. She loved that about me. Like I never tried anything with her. But that's my life, man. My wife is my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. That's awesome. That's what we all should strive for. A ride or die.
Yeah, now I
Except the
just
sewer part.
definitely not going to that sewer.
Damn, it's
Mm.
3.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let us go to the sewer. I'm gonna do everything in my power.
Let me get my
You have
behind
to
off
do
here.
it, but when it comes to somebody's health, I'll stay. You know what I mean? Like if it comes to that, like I'm not supposed to just leave somebody because health wise something wrong with them. But if it comes to like we're gonna live in a sewer and this is what I want, like we went from a house to now you want to decide to live in a sewer. I didn't sign up for that. Now that I didn't sign up for. I'm out.
Shit, they had a journey. It took them a while to get to the sewer. Shit, before that, they was out in the box.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I can go through
I
hard
got.
shit, but it's
I'm
enough.
a.
When is enough is enough. And
I'm gonna find that video. Um,
that's a rare case.
it was on.
Shoot.
It was on the History Channel. What series was that? Um, it wasn't Destination Unknown. It was something. Me and my wife was. My wife always watched the History Channel, and I watch it with her at night. And they were talking about maybe it was Destination Unknown. Which one is that? Is the one when a dude be going to like King Tut's tomb and stuff like that? But he was going to a city, and it was like some under. I'm gonna find the thing. I'm gonna ask her. I know she'll know which one I'm talking about.
I feel like if someone loves you, should at least try to push you or encourage you to do better if you're in a messed up position because they choose to just flat out leave. I agree. I agree with that.
Y'all want to lead the people with something? I gotta get up early again tomorrow to go get the filling they put in today put back in. My damn filling popped out.
Yeah, I
Oh
want to tell them
no, got
we're
nothing to
not
say.
deviants.
Right.
we have
Don't
proven
believe the
tonight,
hype.
we have proven tonight that women are more sexual deviant than men. We proved that. That is
No,
proven.
Don't
no.
They
believe everything you watch on YouTube.
and it's proven how Commander and Tay will not accept my factual information. Um, Instead, I've been called a sexual deviant.
Man, if you don't get out of here.
And none of the 9 guys came up to help, but that's okay. Because next time y'all on the panel, I'm gonna just drop down and let the girls have at y'all. That's what I'm gonna do. But I held my own. I proved my facts. I won my case. I got Tay to tap out.
Tap. No.
You said I cannot talk about this because it's unusual and it has nothing to do with me. That's what you
Yeah,
said.
but then you said that's not I looked at the definition wrong.
And so are we still arguing
I mean, if that's what you want to do, but I'm just saying, I've already, when I looked at the definition wrong, then I came back and said what I said. Then that's when I started talking about how men be having sex, pornos, they have all of this, sex on their hip, like how men just be like looking. I started talking about all of that. So what are you
And then
talking about?
women do the same thing. You didn't prove men do
Men
anything
do it
different.
more. Men do it more than women.
Men watch pornos more than women. Okay, I counter that by saying women make more pornos
Yeah,
than.
but when I taught you, no, don't remember the story of me saying at the car wash and all of that, and how men, like I gave examples of how desperate men are, how men have
No,
community D.
Would you say it's a tie? Is it a
I
tie?
mean, I
it
said
was
community D,
I
even
don't
you
even think
know.
it's a tie.
no, it ain't no tie. I won because even saying like men, even I okay, you can say women prostitute more. So is that not community box?
And men pay for it. So isn't that sexual deviance?
More women accept money than men.
And a lot of those women on the
That's
street are
not
doing
true
it because
because
they're forced into that.
if women are getting the money, then who's giving it to them? The men,
Who's trafficking the women and children?
for
That's
real.
that's not sexual deviant though. Trafficking,
What?
trafficking is not deviant, not sexually. We're talking about the action of sex. They're trafficking.
Just get over it because you trying to reach
I'm
and
not
it's not
reaching.
working.
No, you're reaching. You're
No,
reaching.
I'm not.
You're reaching
I'm literally
because,
saying regular shit. And you out here trying to reach for stuff every time I
but
say
you're
something.
not naming nothing that men do that women don't do.
And you're not naming anything either.
Men, yeah, men do not walk around hooked up to machines for sexual pleasure.
I like King.
Okay. Why?
Hmm? He said
Why
at
you
the
say
end of the
that?
day, deep down, that he believes men and women cannot live without each other.
Oh, they can't. They made for one another. Women are just more sexual deviants.
All right, on that note, good night, Nine. Good night, chat.
We can. So how about this? How about we say let's think of the most deviant thing a man. If you want to just end it right now, let's think of the most deviant thing a man can do, and I'm gonna think of the most deviant thing a woman can do. You better make it good.
I don't even know because this is not even like this is not my topic. Like this is some shit that you
So,
is
but
on,
you
and I don't even think about shit like this. Like what
SA.
deviant
SA is
men
the
do.
most deviant.
So
SA.
I
that's the
don't
most
know, but let
abnormal.
me think. Like
But women do that too. Women SA men. So
Yeah, but men do it more.
again, you can't prove that because you already agreed that men don't report. So we have inadequate stats to look at.
Let's be real.
We've been real. We've been real. I got sexually abused by a woman when I was 7. I had sex with three grown women before I turned 18. I never reported or even really talked about that. So an
But when we're
older
talking about
woman,
like,
not an older woman having sex with a young man under the age of 18, is that not SA?
no, it is, but I feel like more men are like doing the
I
date,
mean, it
you
happened
know,
to me too. So is that not SA? Like
You said
they're
what?
dropping stuff in girls' drinks at the bar. That's more men doing that than women.
You hear about that more men than women, but is you have to show a statistic to say more. We can agree,
and you
but
have to
that's
show
not a fact.
statistics showing the same thing more. And women
Show
are
more
more
what?
sexually deviant.
I am. It's not even a statistic.
Where is the
I'm naming.
statistics at? Where the
We
paperwork?
can pull up statistics. Now
Where's the
I'm
paperwork?
now when I pull up statistics, we're going to look at prostitution. We're going to look at sex toys. We're going to look at all the things that deviate from regular sex. So who you think getting round up more for prostitution? If we take statistics of who Um,
If there's
who
prostitution,
have
then somebody has to be paying. Who's paying?
The deviant one.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
more deviant one.
now you but you saying
Exactly.
you saying now can you show stats of that? Now we're talking about statistics. Can you show me
So women
statistics
out
for
here
that?
prostituting themselves. They out here just out here messing with
The
themselves, huh?
statistic is the
We wouldn't
Paying
have the
original.
themselves.
trafficking of
Now
women and
see,
children.
this
Who's
is
paying for these women and children to be
now you
trafficked?
gotta listen. The statistic that I'm gonna show is arrest records for prostitution. That's the statistic. So
Okay, if you look at it, a woman is prostituting, which means she's going out selling herself. In order to sell herself, somebody has to be able and willing to accept. Who is that?
we're talking
A
statistics.
man.
We're talking statistics though. Can you show me that? That's the it don't matter who because even then women buy women
So you
prostitutes.
got women out here on women prostituting,
Yes, women buy women prostitutes.
and
Women go
that's a large quantity.
it don't matter if it's a large quantity.
Like, come on.
No,
You're talking about
you're
like
moving a
probably
that
like
you're
10%.
but you're
You're
moving a
if
goalpost.
that.
You're moving a
Come,
goalpost.
why are you
We're
using
we're
that? Come
we're
on now.
we're talking statistics.
You know damn well women on women prostitution. Now you know damn you're
You
reaching.
moving the goalpost. No, you're reaching because you're moving the goalpost. The
How am
argument
I
was
moving? You're
the,
moving the goalpost by talking about women on women.
you.
And the
you asked
conversation
the
was about
question.
sexually deviant, women being
Statistics.
sexually
You
deviant.
asked me what statistics. I said arrest records of prostitution. You then said who is buying. You asked me about the statistic and I gave it to you. You moved the
No,
goalpost by
you
switching
first of all,
over
I
to
asked
who's
you about the
buying.
statistics, meaning show me the paperwork, show me the numbers. You're literally just talking.
How
I didn't
how
ask
is
for a
me
conversation.
huh?
I
How
didn't
many of
ask for a
those women?
conversation.
Oh,
How
you
many of
want
those
me?
women
I
being
asked for
arrested?
I'll
numbers.
pull. So okay, I'll pull it up.
How many of the women
Yeah.
being arrested have pimps and are being forced into that lifestyle?
Are being forced.
Yeah, they have pimps and they're like forced into that lifestyle.
So prostitutes are forced into the lifestyle of
A lot
prostitution.
of them are. Yeah, a lot of them are young girls.
See again, you're making a blanket statement. You're
I guess we have
saying
to look at this. I haven't pulled up any statistics.
I thought you was about to go, but okay.
Yeah, let's all go.
no. You said the conversation. You wanted me to pull up the stats.
Well, yeah, when you sitting up here talking about the statistics, I'm like, okay, we'll pull them up. Then you start talking about just out your mouth, and I'm like, okay, well,
That's not out my mouth. How's that out my mouth?
you were just talking.
How,
That's not showing
no,
anything on
you
paper.
weren't. You weren't listening. You asked me for the for, and I said the statistics will come. I was telling you where it would come from. I was giving you, letting you know where it would come from, and then
Arrest
you
records.
said, and then you said who's buying them,
Right.
and then I said, well, women buy women prostitutes too, and then you start talking about the who. So when you say who's buying them, women buy women prostitutes too. And then you start talking about the percentage to
No,
nullify.
no. That's not how it went. Commander, didn't that was way before I started talking about the percentage, correct?
I cannot confirm
Because
or deny.
I asked about the statistics way before that. That's not true. I asked about the statistics way before that. I forgot you said something, and I said show the statistics, and then Commander commented right after me and said,
Yeah,
"Yeah,
she said show the papers. The papers.
exactly." And then Commander commented after me and said, "Yeah, show the papers," like that. But then you just kept going, and you kept talking, 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 and then that's
I'm
when
gonna
I said it
replay it.
again. Show the papers. And then that's when you was like, oh, you want to see the numbers? Yeah, I been said it.
So who said who's buying them? Who said that? Somebody said that, because when you said that, I said
I
women.
said that.
Okay.
But even then, if I'm not mistaken, I had said it a minute ago too. I even asked before that. Yeah, now that I think about it, I did. I said it before that. When you mentioned prostitution, I said, well, who's buying?
And who's
Because
pimping them?
right, that's what it has to be two people. She can't be out here just selling herself to nobody. So
Again,
if
what
she's sexually deviant, he's sexually deviant too, because your ass is buying sex, which you even admitted is the worst. And you admitted that's sexually deviant.
so that's what should the
So you're
argument
going
have been?
against what you're saying.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I said
Because you're
more
mentioning
women.
prostitution, it still shows that somebody is out there buying.
I
So
said
it
women
goes against
sell
what you're
themselves
saying.
into prostitution. How's that going against what I'm saying? I said women sell themselves into prostitution
Right. Women sell themselves into prostitution. Now,
more
we
than men. That
understand
was
that
my
women sell
argument.
themselves. We understand that women sell themselves into prostitution. Now, somebody has to be buying. Men.
So
And
how does
you
that nullify?
agreed,
How does that nullify my
you
argument that
yourself agreed
no?
that
How does
men
that?
buying
Oh,
is
but how
very
does that?
sexually deviant.
How
You
does
said
that
that earlier.
nullify my argument
Yeah, he
that
did.
women sell themselves more into prostitution? How does men buying women? Because I know by even saying prostitution, someone has to buy it. I know that. I'm not denying that. What I'm saying is women sell themselves more.
We
That's my
understand
argument.
that women sell
So
their
how?
women sell themselves more.
So
We
you
understand,
rebuttal?
but
So
if you think about it, you can't say women sell themselves and try to stop it at that, and then say that's my argument, and then I can't come back and say, well, who's buying? You can't do
how does
like
that
you can't
nullify?
stop the you can't stop
So
the argument like that. That's not how it works. You want to try to say, well, who's buying, and that's it, and then I can't come back and
how
say,
does
well, I mean, you want to say, well, who's selling?
that's tit for
Who's
tat?
selling?
But it
Women
does
selling
not.
Oh,
more, and
I
then
got
I
a
say, oh, well, somebody's buying, and then you want to stop the argument from there.
How
You
does
can't
that?
do that. Like it's not how it works.
How how does that nullify my argument?
I got a good one. You
It's
said there's more women than men, so the statistics are skewed. Boom. Okay, bye.
that does not nullify. That does not. None of what y'all said nullify.
The
Change
numbers
the
are
fact that
skewed.
women sell themselves more. None of what you said nullifies the fact that women sell themselves into prostitution. None of it does. No matter who to be into prostitution, someone has to buy it. I never said men doesn't. I said for me because I would never pay, but most women are okay with men, or that's widely accepted that finances for sex.
Hmm.
Even in a regular relationship, women won't even deal with men unless they have finances.
Hmm.
They won't. So my argument is women sell their goods for finances, for money. That was my argument. Something is supposed to be sacred. I'm not saying it's bad. I think it's weak when men do it. For me, it is worse. But like I said, I am not a standard, because even more women will be accepting to the idea that it's okay for men to pay for sex. That's why they sell it. That's why a woman will deal with a man with money versus dealing with a broke man, because they're okay with the idea of sex for money. So a man buying sex does not negate my argument at all. If anything,
Word's gonna
it
think he won
proves
no matter what.
I
Good
did
night,
win.
Nine. Much love.
I did win.
All
I
right,
did
you
my
won.
best.
You won. You won. My
I'm
brain
just,
hurts.
no, I'm just saying, like when you in a debate, To nullify someone's argument, you have to prove them wrong. The only thing that was done was, well, men do it too, or this about men, or that. None of my arguments was disputed.
Men do it more, like purchase it more. Men exploit women more. Well, I guess women exploit themselves as well, but I'm saying like men purchase more.
Be careful, because you just gave. I mean, I wouldn't even go use that. But that's a. I didn't even use that one.
Yeah, but women and children are trafficked by who? Mostly men. Women are pimped out by who? Mostly men.
But that's not the action of sex. Pimping and trafficking is not the action of sex. Now we're going to who's more moral versus the actual statement. Women are more sexually deviant than men. I mean, the argument was really over with the number of toys.
He thinks the number of toys means it's more deviant. I
They have the more
disagree.
possibilities
Right.
to
He
be
feel like
deviant.
cause that we have a lot of more stuff with it, but women naturally
Look at
have a lot of more products. We have
We're more
makeup, we have
complicated
cologne,
there.
we have more
that's just a
perfume than y'all.
justification.
We have more clothes.
That's
We
that's
have
still
more
not
of everything.
that's
So
still
to
not
just
negating the
leave that as
argument.
that, women we naturally buy more. So of course everybody caters to us more.
So you're going to justify my argument. That's
It's not
you're
justifying.
saying, so you're
It's not
saying that women
justifying.
have more
You're
toys
trying
because,
to your point, your lame ass point is that you guys have more sex toys. That's a lame ass point.
how's that a lame point? Look
That's
at
a
the
lame ass
definition.
point to say
Look at the
y'all are more
definition.
sexually
To
deviant because y'all
deviate
have more
away
toys.
from the
Say
normal
something
standard of sex
else that
for
that
you,
involves
you
us
can't
being
rebuttal
sexually
that.
deviant
You
instead of products being made.
So when you look at the definition itself, you're going from the standard mode. So the more ways you can do it, guess what? The more deviant you are. Flat and simple. End of argument. You have more ways to be deviant than men.
We have more ways, but do we use those ways?
Why are those ways even available? So everything I said, you
Because
can
this
say
world is fucked up. We
you
can't blame the
okay.
fact that somebody decided to create some shit.
So it's there. So you're just justifying my argument. That's all you're doing.
I'm not justifying your argument. I think this shit is stupid. You're sitting up, literally sitting up here saying just because there's more sexual toys that a woman is more sexually deviant. But if you can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear us?
What makes a man more sexual deviant than a woman?
Hello?
Yep. What makes a man
Can you
more
hear us? She can't hear us.
this I said she can
To
hear
be
her.
continued. Oh shoot, she dropped. I'd love to stay, but I gotta go. It's my time to go. To be continued.
It's not I'm gonna end it because this what makes a woman more sexual deviant than a man. A woman biologically, a woman has more possibilities of sexual climax. A man can only climax one.
We're very lucky.
So
Women are amazing. Amazing, complicated creatures, but amazing.
all right, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Word is jealous.
No, I'm not jealous. I got an amazing woman. I adore my queen. I know my wife is amazing. I tell my wife every
Yeah.
day how special she is. I understand the significance of a woman.
But
I
your
didn't.
woman can climax way more than you can as a
Duh.
woman. Yeah.
I'm not mad at
I
that.
don't think that makes us deviant, but I don't know, God made us that way.
I didn't finish my argument, but I'll save it for later. I was actually laying the groundwork to tell you Why? I was going to explain why. Because of that. And most women never even really have an orgasm. So it takes more for a woman to get to the climax. So when that's desired, she's going to do more, even if she has to deviate from the standard way. It's almost innate that you have to deviate because you're not getting what you desire naturally.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
So,
And I remember you saying if you say most women they don't even know where their spots are,
mm-hmm,
or they've never had the climax,
they
then how
never
does it make
have.
us more deviant if we don't even know and we've never
See, y'all,
most of
this is the
women have.
problem. This is the problem. Y'all associate because your understanding of the word deviant is bad. First,
Yes,
so
absolutely
you're
sounds bad.
associating sexual deviant to something bad. Even after I showed the definition, all this I've learned so much because even though I showed you the definition, you still associate it
Unusual.
with something bad.
Unusual, right? The definition
Unusual
was
means not,
unusual.
yeah, something not normal. And I said
But it's normal for us women because we were made that way, so it's usual to us
like
then.
every day we do abnormal things to get things done. I don't do things normally. I don't do things. Me saying women are sexual deviant is actually a compliment. And I was trying to show y'all that through the whole conversation. But then we got petty. I did get petty. I ain't gonna lie. I got petty. But that's the whole point I was
No,
trying to
when
show
it
y'all.
says
That
it's deviating from the normal standard, then that's saying that that's something unusual.
let me ask you a question. When you put makeup on, is that deviating from the normal standard? When you put makeup on, is that something? Is that your natural look? Is that your normal look?
It's not that natural look, but
You,
I don't feel like I'm deviating from the normal standard.
the word deviate means to move from what's normal, the normal standard. So if makeup is something made, then it's not normal. It's not natural. So you're deviating from your natural look by putting makeup on. That's all deviate means. So if I think of if everyone is used to me wearing the color red and one day I popped up wearing blue, I deviated. You see what I'm saying? You have to do more biologically than a man to even get aroused, let alone climax. So you have to deviate. That's why they have the toys. You're associating deviate with something bad. The word deviation just means to move from the standard. So even masturbating is a deviation from sex. Even that. And I, people will be lying if they say, they don't do it. They never did it. You'll find, I don't even know the percentage. I don't think it's more than 10% of the world's population that's over the age of 21 and never did it. They deviated. Is it bad? No. It's just away from the normal way it's done. That's all it means. It's nothing bad, perverted, worse. That does not. That's not what that word is. It's the perversion of words, the way people choose to use or associate words. That's the perversion. But the word deviate just means to move from the standard. You're going to deviate every day. You're going to every day. So it wasn't nothing bad, even saying women are more sexually deviant. That's not even that. Of course, they're going to be more sexual deviant because it takes more for them to get pleasure. So you have to deviate a lot. Most women have to. That's why they use the rules. The reason men aren't more deviant or don't go from the standard is because they don't have more choices than women.
I think you look as the man, you look into sexually, you look into things sexually, and I'm just I maybe. and maybe it's just I'm biased and I'm just looking from my point, but I'm not that desperate for sex. Like, I'm not that desperate to get my rocks off like that. Like, I'm just not. And I'm
But as
literally
a
a single woman at home, haven't had sex in a long time. But I'm not over here like, oh my God, I need something right now. Like, I have to, it's, it, that's how you put it. And it's
but
like, I don't feel like there's a lot of women out here that's like needing a sex toy that, like, the way men need sex. I don't think women need it like that.
so can you speak for the majority of women?
I feel like I can, but
You
I
can't.
don't know if I am
You
majority of the women. I
I
don't know
can't
if
speak.
that's me.
I can't speak for the majority of men. You can't speak for the majority of women. The majority of women are not in your situation, condition, did not have your experience. That's what makes you unique. So even in these conversations, right? You can't, even though I say women and you feel like I'm including you because you're in the conversation, you have to be in a more objective posture to look at the situation. Because when you personalize it, you can't speak for majority of the women.
Right. So I
That's why we
can't,
use
but when
statistics.
you try to include me, it's like
I
I
didn't try
can't,
to
I
include
don't
you.
know. I can't I'm gonna just leave it at that. You won because I can't argue this argument because the things that you're saying I can't fucking relate to. I just can't. The fact that you're using women use all of these toys and this, like, I can be honest, I can't remember the last time I used a toy. It's not that deep for me. A lot of this stuff we have to use power drills and it's not that fucking deep for me. It's not that serious for me. So the whole time I'm sitting up here trying to argue, I'm sitting up here trying to argue it, but I can't fucking relate to any of this shit that you're
The
saying.
argument is not meant for you to relate, it's meant for you to observe.
I can't observe any of this shit. I can't. In order for you to argue, you have to somewhat know, like you have to relate to it, right?
But the choice of argument was yours because all I did was make a statement.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. I'm starting to understand that at the end of the day, I can't argue this. That's why when you brought up this argument a few weeks back, I think I even said at one point, I
I
can't
can't
even really
argue
argue with this
that.
because
And
I
that was the
can't
whole.
relate. Like, I remember saying that.
Do you know my intention of bringing the whole argument up so people the D. That was
Huh?
the whole point of this whole conversation or the whole argument was to show people the word deviant. That was the whole point. I just use, I guess you can say shock value by saying women are more, but it's a factual statement. But people, I mean, you like it's not under like even but the whole point, the intention was to show or showcase the word deviant because it's looked at as a bad word when we do it every day. People deviate from what's standard natural every day. If you go to the refrigerator and get the juice and drink out of the jug, that's not normal. What's normal is to pour it in a cup. That's the standard. That's deviating from what's normal. You see what I'm saying? But people take the word deviate as it's something bad.
Okay, so you just using a play of words and you want it to be Mr. Trickster and
It's not
just
even
play
trickster.
around.
It's not trickster. It's to
It's
stimulate
not
the
trickster,
mind.
but it's like I just want to fucking play around and see if people was gonna actually listen to the word deviant
Listen to
and
what I was saying. That's what.
right, listen to what you're saying about the word deviant, and you wanted to see if people was just really gonna like, okay.
And that's why I said the argument is I structured it in a way it couldn't be rebutted. But I did that to to showcase the word itself. To deviate, we all deviate. Cucumbers are on sale. I ain't talking to Commander. But in the conversation, it's hard, because a lot of these conversations though that we have, you're not going to be able to relate to. You're not. A lot of the conversations, like when people talk about men, I can't relate to none of that. But I have to listen to what they're saying because even though it's not me, it exists. I can't deny the existence of men acting like that. I can't imagine putting my hands on my wife. I can't imagine using my wife.
So is your wife deviant?
Yes, she is. She's very, very fucking deviant. My wife a freak. She don't use like toys and stuff, but she's abnormal. I'd say that. She don't use like toys and shit, but she would I would say with like areas and places and times, and she's very spontaneous.
Okay.
I tell her every day. I'd be like, man, I'd be feeling like a piece of meat. Like, get the hell away from me.
Okay, because I was gonna say, but y'all married, so
Yeah. But yeah, it was writers. What up, though?
but I was gonna say, like, okay, is she deviant too, or is it just certain women deviant, and then when it comes to her, it's like, oh no, she's not sexually deviant.
Oh no, no, no. I wouldn't. I'm not even. That's another reason I say, not with the uh, examples I give, but yeah, she deviate from uh, normal places and times and opportunities and shit like that. And that's why, like, if I use just my personal experience, not even just with my wife, but if I use my own personal experience, the women that I've been with, they have abnormal sex drives. They have abnormal sex drives. Like the way women talk about sex, I didn't know that until having conversations like, damn, y'all don't like to do it. But then, you understand why. And well, a couple, even my wife told me, she like, no, it's just, she was like, it's like crack. Once you have a certain level of climax, you're addicted to it. I have multiple women tell me that. Like they never did. I've been with women who never, like, a little graphic and then we go get off. But every woman I've ever been with, I made them squirt. Except for two. Except for two. But I can say since I've been the age of 22, every woman, and most women don't even know they can, is a different climax. You don't know you can because you haven't experienced it. Some women never get close to that. So they never think they can do it, or but it's just a different I'm not. Some women have to work for it. Some women don't. I'm gonna say it like that. It comes easy to some women, but some of them you gotta work it up. But I believe from my own personal experience, I believe every woman can do it until I'm proven up. Well, I'm not gonna be proven otherwise because I have no more test subjects. I'm gonna shut up. but no more experiences. But that's just my personal experience. There's been women say, "Oh, I can never do that." Like, oh shit, yep, on the wall.
Right.
Gary, you still woke, and you ain't come up here and help.
in the chat.
Gary, like, it's 4:00 in the morning. Let me get my butt off. I gotta get up at 8.
All right, y'all.
Well, this is a good conversation. I appreciate. Shout out to Commander and Tay. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all gave me a run for my money. You enjoyed the challenge. I always do. What you mean? I enjoyed it. Yes, I did, Gary. It was fun. It was fun. Believe me, our writers and Tay is not a source, just an opinion. What happened? What is writers? What source do you go by that women deviate more than men sexually? They almost have to. Yeah, but you can just observe nature. Just know what deviation means, and you'll figure it out. If you get a percentage, right? If you actually did percentage, and I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be higher. Well, no, it won't. The percentage will be lower. The number will be higher if you do a survey. I can almost guarantee you, because just the population of, or the ratio of men and women, and when you talk about deviate, you know the definition of deviate, right? To move from the normal, right? To deviate is to do something different. So now when we talk about sex, you can just observe. You can just observe. Look at the definition. Is there a research study to back that up, or just your opinion? Observation. Just look. Just look. I can tell you how I came to that. So when you take the word itself, do you know what the word deviate means first? If you go on a community wall, you can actually hit the panel and we can talk. I'll spare some more time. Where is it at? Now it's observation. Was it not always observation? Then I'm giving you examples that you can see. So seeing is not every example I get. Every example everyone gave was something that they can see. You know, go to words community wall. Yeah, the link is there. But if you can see the definition from deviate, so let's first establish this, right? So when we talk about deviation, departing from usual or unusual, departing from usual or accepted standards, right? Especially in social behavior. So when we're talking about sex between men and women, when you're talking about when you're talking about sex between men and women, the usual is, man penetrating women, right? So now when we talk about women are more sexual deviant than men, meaning women move from the normal sexual way than men do. Okay. I'm trying to think of what kind of statistic I can actually pull for this. That's why I use the example of sex toys, right? Both men and women both have sex toys. This is why I said the number of sex toys. So the number of sex toys will show the possibilities that women have to deviate from the normal way of sex. Can that statement be true? Using the definition of deviate and looking at the number of sex toys, is it safe to say we can gauge? I even go as far as saying that. Is it safe to say we can gauge that women have more possibilities to deviate from the usual way of sex than men do? Is that a possibility? To talk, go on the community wall and you got to click the link. It'll say StreamYard. And I believe when you do that, you'll pop up in the backstage. I think the common perception of deviant, because they use it in the sexual tense most of the time when they call people sexual deviants, and they use it more as a I got to be careful of how I say this because of info spot. They use it more in a manner to describe like sexual predators. I think that's the common perception when people hear sex and deviant together. They think of like some sexual predator, but by definition, that's not what it is. And that's what most people conceive deviant as. So, people get emotional, and instead of looking at the context they use, I don't know. I just think on camera info spot, they use it for weirdos breaking the law. Yeah. That's just like the word, like when y'all say or use the term pagan, right? That's people deviating from the main three religions, right? But when you look at the etymology of pagan, it means from a foreign land. That's what the word means. People from a foreign land. They just used it. Even gay. Now we use gay to describe homosexuality, but that's not the construction of the word. That's not what the word. Gay still means happy. Regardless of how you use it, the word was created to mean, and still means by definition. It became a secondary definition of it, but it still means happy. So no matter how you use something, that's not what it is. People use words wrong all the time. Even like they create, like if you look at the construction of the word racist, when people say, oh, you're being racist, they're wrong. What people are doing is prejudging. They tell you racist is to not like or to think another race is less, when IST means proficient. So if you're proficient in your race, that just means you know your race. They don't want you to know your race. So now racist is a bad term because there's an ideology built behind it. So no one wants to be racist. That's why a lot of people don't even know who the fuck they are, because they don't know their race. So that's how they get y'all with words. They've been telling y'all left. I'm just trying to tell y'all right. What up, Doji?
Nah, I just came up here, because I was trying to show info spot 411 how to get up here. So pretty much you have to go to click on his name, right, and then go to the community, right, on this wall. So when you go to community and hit the community thing, it's gonna say his last message is his name and plus a little blue highlighted thing. So you click on it and then you go through the procedure. All he asks is that you show yourself behind the scenes, like show that you're a real person behind the scene, and then you can go off camera. And then he'll allow you to come up and you can add to the conversation. You are asking very good. You're asking very good questions, but it's better to have the actual communication verbally, so that way, because sometimes you don't have you speak more than 140 typing, so that's why I'm insisting that you come up, and that's why I really popped up. But y'all was having a great conversation, and I just felt it was better that you took it on by yourself. You always say you don't really need the assistance, so I just allowed you to put it on display.
And Tay, I didn't try to get y'all with anything. I got you. I didn't try anything. I got you. Because y'all wasn't even paying attention to the word itself. Yo. But every point I made was right. And then y'all attacked me. That's an ad hominem. You attacked me instead of you've been in weird places. It exists. It doesn't deny the fact that people do this stuff. Even though y'all don't do it, it's what I'm saying, it's done. So therefore, if it's done by women, it's done. That don't negate. People do a lot of weird shit. Y'all, hey, remember, y'all said people mess with animals. You said that. So what you watching? I knew she was gonna pop back up. Nah, you said men mess with animals.
You said they try to get you with words, and I just repeated, yeah, you try to do the same thing, like you do the same, like you're any different than them, because that's what you did. So that's all I was saying.
You that mad? I ain't no different from them.
I didn't get mad. I'm just saying, like, you're no different from them. Like you said,
why I'm
they try
different?
to trip you up on words, and I'm like, yeah, you try to do the same thing too, which you did. I'm not trying to negate the fact that you didn't, but you did. All I'm saying is you're no different from them. But then you like, I'm
what
trying
makes
to
me
teach you
different?
right while I'm trying to teach you love. No, you're trying to teach love while you're trying to say something right.
You know why I'm different? Because my intent was to teach. That's why I'm different. They ain't trying to teach you. They trying to bamboozle you. How am I trying to bamboozle you? I'm just trying to teach you. That's all I'm doing.
A teaching mechanism would have
You
been
gotta
a teaching mechanism would have been from the jump.
That's the way you teach.
No,
That's the
all
way you teach.
y'all keep thinking about this. Deviation is da 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 da. Now let's start the
You chose the
argument
art.
and let's
You
do it
chose
over like this.
no.
But you let people argue through the whole thing, and then you wait to the end, and then you want to
You
say,
chose to
"Oh
argue.
yeah."
And then and not only did you choose to argue, but you chose to take a shot at me. I wasn't talking about you personally. You said where I went. You start where you been. You did that. I didn't do that. I was stating what women do. I never said y'all do this. You think I think y'all sitting up there playing with power tools? I wouldn't even put you out there like that.
Wait.
I wouldn't do that. I didn't come at you one time. But it is women who do those things. That's a fact. I never said y'all did that. I never did. I wouldn't even say I wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't. But I'm about to get off here. I wouldn't even did just that. I wouldn't have did that.
Yeah, let's.
But this is. I'm not teaching. Fuck that. I'm straight. Y'all have a good one, man.
You said y'all